Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents. We talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing Jake Paul continues to play boxing, no buzz about the Shakur Teo fight, and Terence Crawford's legacy is in question. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live today. Sorry it took me so long to come on. I'm trying to figure out how to stream from Instagram and YouTube at the same damn time, and I don't know. I can't figure it out, and I'm absolutely curious how Shannon Sharp accidentally went live on Instagram, because it seemed like it's a lot of clicking that you got to do. So I'm like, I don't know how you accidentally do that, because I can't even figure it out. So if anybody in chat know how you're supposed to go live on IG, please let me know, because I'm definitely trying to figure it out. We doing some expanding this year. We doing some expanding, because they say it wasn't an accident. I'm like, man, did you accidentally click my profile, click go live, click whether you wanted it public or private? It clicked the, like, it's like 6 different things you got to click on accident. I don't know. I'm just saying, people be lying. People be lying. But I'm going to figure it out. Maybe I have it ready for the next live stream so we can start, growing the audience over there at IG. And then maybe we'll expand to TikTok. I don't know. I'm just trying to add as many people as I can to the conversation so that we can understand what their 2 cents are. Now, let me get some clarity on my platform, because there seems to have been a bit of confusion. And I understand y'all see me around on different people channels and different people panels. And I think y'all kind of get things misconstrued. Because I know y'all may see me, KO, Jab, Anon. Y'all may see us have a similar thought process because we use common sense and logic in our takes. So I know a lot of people get that misconstrued, maybe they a team like the LBDC. What is it? The LDBC plus community, but we not like them. We are all independent. We're independent media. We're not a group. So I just want to clarify that. And second, I'm not a tank channel. I'm a nobody channel. I don't have you come here for this fighter. I don't have that. I'm not a tank channel. I know a lot of people try to label me as a tank channel because the people that say they don't like tank like to come to my channel to talk about tank and steer conversations towards tank. But I'm not a tank channel. My platform is a platform that I created so that we can talk about the hottest topics in boxing, and everybody can get their opinions and 2 cents off. No matter how dumb it is, no matter how stupid it is. A lot of people get away with kind of a little light trolling over here because I'm a little more tolerant than a lot of other platforms about certain things. So I just want to get that clear. My platform is a place to have conversations. It's for casuals, quote unquote, hardcores. You don't got to know all the rules and everything about boxing. You don't got to have sources, and you don't got to have a PhD in boxing to come to my platform and talk boxing. So I just wanted to clear that up. This is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This ain't no echo chamber. I don't time people out. Now, I feel like the line is starting to get a little blurred with that, because people thinking they can come over here and be disrespectful and talk over people on the panel and throw rocks and hide their hand and take little slick shots and be disrespectful. That's not going to be tolerated, at all. So moving forward, it will be zero tolerance for any disrespect. I'm gonna get your ass off my panel. If the disrespect, if it's a miscommunication or a misjudgment on my part, I have no problem having a conversation with you and us clearing things up. But in the moment, I'm gonna have to get you off my panel. Okay? I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Let's just keep the disrespect to a minimum. If you can't handle your emotions and all that, just don't get on the panel. Just don't. It's simple. Just don't get on the panel. But I mean, that's just a blanket statement. That's not a shot to nobody directly. I'm just saying, keep it cool. I know sometimes we get a little heated. We go back and forth, and it's all fun and games. But let's keep it respectful. Okay? Cool. And I really had to throw that out there. I'm not a part of no groups. This is independent media over here. I'm not funded by nobody. I don't got no allegiance to no fighters, and I'm not part of no community. This is my channel. I built it on my own with my brain, my thoughts, and my talking points. Okay? Cool. Now that we got that out the way, if you listen to the replay, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Be sure to help support the channel at $2 boxing or hitting that heart with the $sign in it, clicking it, and leaving a special thanks below. Just let me know you're enjoying the content and you enjoy the channel. So yeah, aircraft carrier, I don't got no allegiance to no fighter. I don't gotta sit on here and Johnson bounce and cap and make myself look stupid to try to continue to go along with the hypocrisy or to try to deflect and start fake YouTube beef because I'm being exposed as a hypocrite and now I got to deflect and try to make something else. I don't got to do none of that because I say what I say and I mean what I say. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. So it's all good. But aircraft carrier say it's a jokey joke. I was going to say something, but I ain't even about to be messy. Jake the Snake Paul possibly just got his career ended by Anthony Joshua because he in the ring playing boxing. Now, I told y'all, I don't care who Jake Paul fighting. I don't care. I don't care he fighting Anthony Joshua. But it made no sense. Why are you in the ring with a heavyweight? Anthony Joshua was way bigger than Jake Paul, way more experienced than Jake Paul. And somebody told me that 83% of the bets was on Jake Paul to beat Anthony Joshua. And I mean this, I'm about to say this and I mean it respectfully. Are y'all dumb? But I mean, it probably was the casuals betting on Jake Paul, thinking he was about to beat Anthony Joshua. And the game plan that Anthony Joshua had, as soon as I seen how big that ring was, I was like, does Jake Paul really think he's about to run away from Anthony Joshua the whole fight? He ain't in shape for that. His conditioning he gassed out every fight after like 2 rounds. Jake, what the was you thinking? Who gave you that game plan? There was no way you was about to go in the ring and run around or run away from Anthony Joshua the whole fight. That was the dumbest by far. Y'all thought Devin Haney had a stupid game plan when he fought Ryan Garcia. This Jake Paul game plan was the dumbest game plan that I think. Let me think. Have I seen a dumber game plan? Because I've seen some dumb game plans in boxing. I really have. Y'all let me know and drop it below. Have y'all seen a dumber game plan in boxing than Jake Paul thinking he's going to run away? He thought he was Devin Haney. He thought his conditioning was like Devin Haney. He was just gonna laterally move the whole fight. Jake, you're a heavyweight, bro. Your conditioning is trash. You thought you were going to run around. That is by far the dumbest thing. I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna think about it though. But I believe that might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen in boxing. By far the dumbest thing I've ever seen in boxing, Jake. Your conditioning, you cannot even last 2 rounds without being tired. Jake was so tired, y'all, that he just stood in the corner. AJ didn't even hit him. He just fell on the ground. He just fell on the ground because he was so tired. Hey, that fight was funny. At first, I was getting irritated because I was like, man, Anthony Joshua in there bullshit. Anthony Joshua wasn't even doing anything but letting him tire himself out and just run around. Yeah, Jay, man. So So was Jake Paul showing the sweet science? Was Jake Paul showing the sweet science? I need y'all to let me know and drop it below. Was Jake Paul in there with the sweet science, y'all? Was he putting on a master class? I'm asking. Well, he landed like 2 punches. I mean, for real, AJ should have just knocked him out with a body shot, though. He ain't had to break his jaw. He might have ended his career, seriously. Because they talking about his jaw broken in 2 places and all that. You're not coming back to fight after no shit like that. You're not coming back to fight. And that's what I mean. I want to say that's what he get, but it's not even like that's what he get. It's just boxing. It happens. You decided to go from a lightweight to fighting a heavyweight. And the way people talking about this fight, we're going to get to that next because I don't got that much time on here tonight, and I want to be able to drop the link. And I want to try to get through my topics. But the way people talking about this fight is absurd, in my opinion, just to give my 2 cents, right? It's crazy. Let me see if I can add this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back after this quick break. What up, Mr. Fist? Says crazy part is AJ was holding back when he hit him. Yeah, AJ was holding back. I don't know what his team was thinking. And that's why people was, first of all, anything less than Jake Paul getting knocked out, people would have had a problem with the fight. That's one. So I don't understand. Like, it's not even who's surprised, who's shocked, who didn't think this was gonna happen. Now, the reason why people was so obsessed with the fact that this fight might be scripted is because Anthony Joshua was going to severely hurt Jake Paul just like he did. Just like he did. All right, y'all, I found what I was looking for. You can't play boxing. Look at his jaw. Look at his jaw. So, I don't know if Jake, and it's not even like I don't know if Jake took it serious. Like, Jake could have took this the most serious he ever took anything in his whole entire life, y'all. Listen, if I'm about to go race Shakari Richardson, I can train and take that race as serious as I've ever taken that race in my whole entire life. She's still gonna beat me. Shakari Richardson is going to burn me. Why? Because I got no business on the track with her right now. I ain't been training. As a matter of fact, I've never even been as fast as Shakari Richardson. Never even been as fast as her. So it don't matter how serious I get about training, I'm not going to beat her. Unless it's on a technicality, like she pull a hamstring, she sprained her ankle or something. Jake Paul could have had Shakur Stevenson in his camp. He could have had Terence Crawford in his camp. He could have had Mayweather in his camp. He could have had Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, Deontay White. He could have had every legend Hall of Famer available right now to help him in his camp. He still was not going to beat Anthony Joshua. And I get it. It's a casual thing, right? I get it. This was a fight for the super duper ultra extra casual fan. But the challenge I'm having is when I hear quote unquote hardcore fans, and this is what I be telling y'all about these hardcores. I'm hearing hardcore fans saying that Jake the Snake Paul is about to beat Anthony Joshua. Big Dog Willie, it don't matter how hard he would have trained, bro. That's irrelevant. The fact that he didn't train hard maybe mean he wouldn't have been so tired. Maybe he wouldn't have got knocked out so brutally because he was so tired. That's what training harder would have did for Jake Paul. Oh, yes, they did, aircraft carrier. They absolutely said that. See, y'all know I don't cap over here and make stuff up, so don't even talk about no hardcore said that. Yes, they did. Yes, they absolutely did. And he just needs to chill. Jake Paul needs to chill. Like, you trying to fight Canelo and Tank, and you're trying to fight the biggest names in the sport. You're not good enough for that. If it's not scripted, you're gonna get hurt. You matter of fact, I'm of one to believe you better start scripting these fights. You better start scripting these fights, Jake. You just got your jaw knocked off the bone. You just got your jaw broke on both sides with one punch. How? You don't know you're supposed to clinch and bite down on your mouthpiece, Jake? You don't know that? Hey, but I tell y'all what, Jake Paul will beat the brakes off of Andrew Tate. Jake Paul would have beat the brakes off of Andrew Tate. I can't believe Andrew Tate got in that ring looking soft like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I slap Andrew Tate if I see him walking down the street. Andrew, I beat your ass, Andrew Tate. But anyway. So, can y'all believe Andrew Tate got in there looking silly like that? Got beat up, but like, seriously, Andrew Tate, top G? That's what top G, that's how you fight, top G? All that shit you talk on the internet and you get in the ring and get beat up like that? Andrew Tate ain't nothing but a womanizer. He a womanizer. He was a kickboxer. I mean, it's different when you can't use your legs. Neither one of them could fight, actually. That's why I'm letting misfit stuff and all that boxing. They be looking ridiculous in there. The dudes fighting on the street with the gloves be looking better than them. But Jake Paul would beat up Andrew Tate. Yeah, Jake Paul would beat up Andrew Tate. I'm going to have to put my money on Jake Paul for that one. Benny say if Jake was so serious, he wouldn't have agreed to Tank fight and took the necessary steps to compete with Joshua. Say Tate look bad. He look bad. He talking about he 40 years old. He went to see you ain't got it, Tate. You ain't got it no more, Tate. Jake was so tired he didn't even see the right hand coming. He definitely saw it coming. He watched it come hit him. He go back and watch the replay, Mr. Shucks. Jake Paul was so tired, y'all. That second knockdown he got, Anthony Joshua didn't even punch him. He just fell to the ground because he was so tired. I don't know if y'all ever been tired in a fight, but it is a tired like you've never experienced in your life. It's a tired like you've never experienced in your life. I thought as a former kickboxing champ, he would look better than that. Man, he looked like trash. Andrew Tate, I thought he was just Kevin Samuels, but white. First of all, Andrew Tate is not white. And, I mean, him and Kevin Samuels are similar, but Andrew Tate is more like, he's more like a womanizer. Kevin Samuels wasn't really a womanizer, in my opinion. Andrew Tate always beating up his followers and his brother. I thought he was going to be nicer. No, he always beating up on people that can't fight, even though the guy he fought couldn't fight. When he's talking about Jake Paul, talking about he coming back to cruiserweight. To do what? Get beat up? Jake, you getting beat up, bro. Unless your fight is heavily stipulated or you moving super duper ultra strategically, you getting beat up, Jake. You like an amateur boxer, bro. Relax. You're gonna have to learn on the job. I had to take whatever little fight. Then they had the nerve to have Jake Paul ranked, y'all. Had the man ranked. Unbelievable. Jake smoked a pound before the fight. His lungs is terrible. He don't do no conditioning. He was tired after the second round. He was tired. I was like, this is such a dumb idea. Myron Gaines will fuck around and beat Andrew Tate up too, but I don't know. He probably ain't got no hands either. None of them red pill community dudes can probably fight. So yeah, go take 2 cents. What you rooting for Tate? I wasn't rooting for nobody. But I ain't think Andrew Tate was gonna be in there looking weak like that. He should have looked intimidated by AJ. Man, did y'all see after when AJ was walking through the crowd? Man, them women was all over AJ. He was in his face. It was crazy. Man, Myron Gaines ain't got no hands to boxing source. Them dudes can't fight. Oh, see? Damn. Tate would have stopped Myron. He worse than the dude Tate was fighting. Hey, Alicia was all over AJ. Alicia slid AJ her room key. She sure did. I think I got a picture with them. Say they had breakfast. Where's my phone at? Let me see if I can post this picture. Shout out to World of Animals with the $2 in the super chat. Let me see if he say anything. He says, for your 2 cents, always keeping it real. Shout out to. Hold on, y'all. I got something for y'all. Dang, I don't think I saved it, y'all. But they showed a picture of AJ and nah, I ain't save it. But they had a picture of AJ and Alicia sitting side by side at the pool or something like that. But yeah, Mom gonna slid AJ that room key. She sure did. AJ told her now he gonna have drinks with the homies. AJ said, no, I'm gonna drink with the homies. Who you got if Felicia fight Dubois 2 cent? I don't know. I like Dubois. She's good. I feel like every time I watch her fight, she's not as good as we was kind of making her out to me. She's good though, and she's getting better. She got some pop. Hey, that jab is on point. Derek James got her jab looking good. Her jab looked really good in that fight. She had the girl eyes busted up. You see, she had both the girl eyes busted up. She's sitting down. She picking her shots, picking her angles. She looking a lot better. She looking a lot better. So, hold on, y'all. I'm eating some sunflower seeds. Now I'm hearing, oh, Jake Paul, Jake Paul gets my respect for stepping in the ring with AJ. Jake Paul fought AJ and he didn't have to do that. And Jake Paul and Jake Paul and Jake Paul. Jake Paul didn't have to do that. He got my respect. Yeah, he stepped in the ring with AJ. What? What? All the crying y'all was doing about Jake getting beat up and Jake getting knocked out and he need to get out of boxing and somebody need to beat him. And now that he get beat and his jaw broke, respect for him? What did he do that? What did Jake Paul, and I'm genuinely curious, what did Jake Paul just do to get y'all's respect? Let's run it down. We already knew Jake Paul was finna get his ass knocked out if it wasn't scripted. We already knew that. That was the only option that could have happened, or people would have been saying the fight was scripted. So is he getting y'all respect for not scripting the fight? Is he getting y'all respect for getting knocked out and his jaw broke? Like what has he done for any type of respect? No, I'm genuinely curious because I keep hearing people say respect to Jake Paul. Let me see if I can pull up some of this stuff on X because I don't understand. Jake Paul is a fighter. He's a competitive fighter. He stepped in the ring, bit off more than he could chew, which I don't think he's going to be biting or chewing no time soon. He stepped in the ring, bit off more than he could chew, got his jaw broke, got beat up, and boom, we going to move on. I don't have any more respect or less respect for Jake Paul. I don't give a fuck. Joshua. It was a fight that they put on for the casual fans. Jake got his jaw broke because he had a stupid ass game plan and he thought he was going to be able to run around the ring each round like he's in super tip top, super duper shape. I don't get it. So if Tank would have beat Jake Paul, would y'all have respected Jake Paul for getting beat up by Tank? I just had to throw that in there because I'm just curious what would be saying if Tank beat up Jake Paul. I'm just curious. Or would y'all say Tank ain't knock him out to 6th round? It took Tank 6 rounds to get Jake out of there. But I'm just asking. I'm just curious. But I'm just curious, like, why is Jake getting respect now? So, in order for Jake Paul to respect, he just had to get beat up by a real boxer? Let me know and drop it below. I'm asking. I'm on my Candace Owens shit. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Y'all was crunk about the fight. Give Jake Paul credit for what? What? How am I not giving Jake Paul credit? What are y'all talking about? Give Jake Paul credit? I gotta make a graphic with it with seatbelts and helmets, cause y'all be strapped up, belt, helmet on. Like, what am I giving him credit for? He got to pick the opponent. It's not like AJ called out Jake Paul and he rose to the occasion and got in the ring. Jake Paul asked AJ to fight. What credit? Jake Paul was like, AJ, can you come whoop my ass, please? Thank you. Okay. AJ got in there and proceeded to break his jaw. I'm just saying. The size difference makes no sense for taking Jake. None of it made sense for Jake taking Jake Paul. It all was stupid for Jake Paul and AJ. All of it was stupid. Anybody that he fights at championship level, Boxing Hacker, is stupid. Honestly. If we're honest, which I know you're not going to be. He would have held Tank all night because he's small. He wouldn't have been able to even grab Tank. Jake Paul is so slow. That's why it was dumb for him to think he was going to be able to run around. AJ could have been knocked Jake Paul out. He could have been stopped Jake Paul. He could have did Jake Paul worse than he did Ngannou, but he didn't. He just let him run around. And then he barely tapped him with a right hook and broke his jaw. But Jake Paul is soft. Man, he ain't last no 5 rounds. AJ let him live. AJ carried him. 2 cents. Jake trained extremely hard and got in the ring against someone with all the odds stacked for his opponent. Boxing Hacker. Cry me a river. He picked his opponent. And you see Big Dog Willie saying he didn't train hard. He obviously didn't train hard. He gassed out after the second round. Spare me with the woe is me cry stories. I don't care if you get in the ring and trained extremely hard. You're a boxer. They're all supposed to be training extremely hard before a fight. I'm not going to give fighters credit for what they're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be training hard for a fight. What are we talking about? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be training hard for a fight. You don't get Johnson bounce because you trained hard for a fight. Congratulations. Whoop-de-doo. Supposed to be training hard for a fight. What are we talking about? Tank would have embarrassed Jake Paul. It would have been pathetic. He really embarrassed himself with this fight. He thought he was finna do to Devin Haney and run around laterally for the and here go the leader of the Johnson bouncers right here. Y'all know how frequent is the leader of the Hanos clan? It's the leader of the Johnson bouncers right here. Somebody say the Steelers blowing my parlay. Man, I don't be fooling with them parlays. Jake was trying to crucify Tank. Jake crucified himself. Did you watch the fight, Hannibal? And see, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. How people want to come over here and then try to cry about how my channel is a Tank channel when it's the Johnson Bounce King over here, like Hannibal, that constantly just cannot keep Tank out his mouth. Oh, I got super chat. Hold on. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $10 in the super chat. He says Schofield Sr. is the funniest man in boxing. Did you see him on Mill City talking about the CIA and military? Saudi Arabia Secret Service is trying to solve the poisoning of his son. Shout out. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Auntie Sco. Like, is he serious? Like, I don't know what's up with Auntie Sco. I gotta figure it out. I really don't even listen to Auntie Sco no more. I was kind of rocking with him with the conspiracy a little bit, but then he just started taking it too far. Yeah, aircraft carrier. The king of, look, ain't he dressed like a king? Look at him. You got a crown on, a 10-4 hat. What is that you got on your head, Hannibal? Is that the Johnson bounce hat? What is that? How are we delusional if we think Tank beat Jake Paul? Explain to me how Jake Paul beats Tank, Johnson Bounce King. Please explain it to me. Why are you laughing so hard?
Because I was just thinking about it.
All right, all right. So let me see. I'm about to drop the link.
Did you say that while you was talking?
People fuck about these people on the internet.
Well, anyway.
All right, I'm back off me. Why do you think you could just pick up my drink and open it and not ask?
Can I get some of your drink back?
No.
I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. I apologize.
Go ahead. You got
I didn't mean to.
Hold on, y'all.
Yes, I'm probably
right.
From H.
Seeing Ironheart say he didn't hide behind his wealth, him or Tate, and that's what I respect. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all got y'all asses in a ring, and Tate, you look weak. Seeing Ironheart, you know you would beat the fuck out of Andrew Tate, seeing. And Jake Paul volunteered himself to get his job broke. I don't want to hear that just because you got money and you decided to get your ass whooped. You don't get no respect from me. Not them two characters. I could see if it was Mark Zuckerberg or somebody. But Andrew Tate sit on the internet and he act like he the top G and the hardest nigga alive. And Jake Paul run around here and act like he one of the greatest boxers to ever do it. So no. And don't get me wrong, saying you entitled to your own 2 cents, but I don't give a damn about your wealth. Y'all put on this persona like y'all gonna whoop somebody's ass. I can see if Mark Zuckerberg got in the MMA fight and got his ass whooped, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I appreciate Mark. You know what I'm saying? He got in the ring. He rich. He ain't have to do that. Da. He challenging himself. To me, I would feel like that about somebody like that. But Andrew Tate, top G, bottom G, whatever he want to go by, and Jake the Snake Paul, nah. And so I think say Jake bet on himself to lose and made bank. Now that should be illegal. You should not be able to bet on yourself to lose. Yeah, he probably don't give a fuck about breaking his jaw. Ooh, look at his jaw though. That should look like it hurt, y'all. Oh my God. That should look like it hurt. Let me drop the link. I just want to get that off my chest real quick because I'm like, this whole I respect Jake Paul. Like, Y'all just hated Jake Paul. Y'all hated Jake Paul. Y'all wanted him out of boxing. He was ruining the sport. He was the problem with the sport. Blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, because he got his ass whooped, you respect Jake Paul. Y'all got me messed up. Y'all got me messed up. For real, man. Y'all so flip floppity, wishity, washity. It's unbelievable. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Everything is like changes. It's weird. Shout out to Big Dog Willie on the panel. What up, Big Dog Willie?
Hey Queen, how you doing?
I'm good. What's your
How your Sunday doing? So to Boston Hacker, don't know what he's talking about. After he was in really good shape for the tank fight, but after that shit fell through, he just started eating to try to gain weight to fight the dude. That's why he was so out of shape. Huh? You can look at him. I just you can look at him and you look at the pictures before when he's about to fight Tank, when he was standing with Shakur, he was kind of cut up. Then look at the Tank fights. I mean, the pictures after when he went to heavyweights, how much weight he gained. Literally by 20 pounds of just hamburger eating, pancake eating, peanut butter and jelly sandwich eating.
Why would he do that? Some more dumb shit by Jake Paul.
That's because that is super dumb. But that's why he passed out in the second. He couldn't do shit.
Did you see him?
But it wouldn't matter anyway.
Hey, look,
it wouldn't matter anyway.
Hold on, Big Dog Willie. Somebody in the chat, please find me the clip so I could play it of when he just fall on his knees and get a knockdown because he's so tired. Whoever told Jake Paul to get a 22 by 22 ring played him. They set him up to lose. Whoever gave him the game plan. Somebody was like, somebody.
2 cents, 2 cents.
No, let me tell you what they did. Somebody put on that Devin Haney Ramirez fight, and they was like, you see this? This what you gonna do. You're gonna run lateral, try to throw a punch, lateral. He was looking at that. He was like, hell yeah, I could do that. It's only, what was it, 8 rounds? 6 rounds? He was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, but it was 8 rounds, but AJ carried him that whole fight. AJ could have murdered him in the first 30 seconds of that fight.
Absolutely.
If he really wanted to. If he really wanted to, you could. Yeah, AJ's way too skilled. Hell no. And AJ he can kill Jake Paul if he wanted to, dude.
He could have killed him. Shout out to Randall 700 with the $1.99 in the super chat, just supporting the channel. Shout out Randall. Thank you for your support. We got Rich on the panel.
What's up?
Go ahead, Big Dog Willie, finish up.
Oh yes, I mean that's all. Oh yeah, and I was gonna see. I don't know if you've seen it on Mill City, the most recent one. Man, that nigga had me laughing so hard. That nigga went, cause Mill City he gets questions from the from his chat, and they're asking, they asked him all Schofield time. That nigga started laughing and started lying and talking about they tapped his phone, and oh my god, it was the most funny shit I heard.
Why?
Get the niggas crazy. If you listen to it.
Look, I could maybe with the poison. Okay. Cool.
No, it got worse. It got CIA got involved within it.
Why?
The CIA got involved. The military got involved, and he couldn't talk about it because it was top secret. He was going off.
That nigga delusional.
Rich, that shit was hilarious though.
What you got for the show?
Now I don't know why we keep comparing this to if Tank would have fought him or all that. So Tank and Jake Paul fight was supposed to be an expedition fight, whatever that word is, expedition, whatever. It was supposed to be that fight.
Hold on, no, not whatever. Exhibition.
Exhibition, yeah, whatever.
No, exhibition.
Exhibition, I know.
Yeah, that's it.
But it was supposed to be that fight. This was a real fight, so. It's no point of comparing them to. You know what I'm saying? It's not no point of comparing them at all. Like, oh, Tank would have did this, Tank would have did that, or Jake would have did this to Tank, and all that shit that niggas writing in the comments. Cause that was supposed to be that type of fight. This is a real fight. So we're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what you think about the fight?
Oh, I think the fight was I think AJ could have knocked his ass out in the first round if he wanted to. I think AJ, I seen AJ like like turn his gloves the other way, punching him. You know, like he like I think he could have knocked him out. I think he just was holding back. He was wanted to give the crowd something to see. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, I think he didn't want to hurt him. I think he just didn't want to hurt him. He was AJ more of a friendly type of guy, so he let him survive. But as far as people keep giving Jake Paul credit, man, why give him credit for what? Nigga, anybody would have stepped in the ring for 30, 40, 50 million dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Give him credit for what? Y'all just want the man.
Anybody. I don't get where niggas keep coming from, man. Oh, he did this, so he did.
Hey, Rich,
that.
but Rich, I like that. But he's doing it for women's boxing. People just try to get on his case, but he's showcasing the women too. Why he's doing that?
Yeah.
We talking about him fighting.
Now that's
yeah, but I think he fights just to showcase the women, because who else gonna watch it?
I think he's still doing it for his own fame and his own shit like that.
I don't know. No, you don't. I don't know, because he don't.
That is bringing a lot of stuff to women.
Because more people know who Alicia Baumgart is now. So do you know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. These women, like, I be on these other channels, man. These women boxers, man, they get on Jake Paul platform, all them women boxers, and then they acting like they the ones that really had people watching they fight.
Preach, Rich.
That's not what. That's Jake Paul. I don't.
Rich, you not hear what I just said?
Yes, Rich. Speak them facts. Speak them facts, Rich. But hold on, let him finish, and then let me get Boxing Hacker. We gotta go around the panel.
I just be seeing a lot of people be acting like that. These women is like they not doing nothing with Clarissa doing, like getting out the mud, doing it by herself. You know what I'm saying? None of them girls on there doing that. So when they keep doing that out there, man, I be just laughing, man, because none of them can't do what Clarissa doing. And then they'll make up a video or something acting like they could, but they can't, man.
This is the only thing I disagree with you about Clarissa. Clarissa should get on that man's network and fight somebody.
No. Clarissa don't need the white man. Hold on, let me get the Boxing Hacker. Go ahead. Shout out Boxing Hacker on the channel.
Yo, what's up?
What up, Boxing Hacker?
Salute to you. Yo, I feel like you gotta respect Jake Paul, to be honest with you. I mean, he trained hard.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker.
No, he did not. Stop saying that.
Hold on. I gave you the wrong intro with that bullshit, Boxing Hacker. I got to redo your intro. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the brother went through a whole training camp. I don't know what Big Dog Willie's talking about.
What are you talking about?
Let him talk.
He was at the training camp, but he didn't went through it.
Dude, he trained. You can tell they trained for a fight, man. What are you talking about? But anyway,
no, you can tell that he did.
No, he trained. So here's the problem. I said, remember we watched on your channel. I said it from the first.
How does niggas just telling somebody? Go ahead.
Bruh, can I go? Jesus Christ, are you Boxing Hacker as well? So like, when it comes to like that fight plan, I thought the fight plan was horrible. Like, and I said from the first round, like if he continues, like by the third, fourth round, I feel like he's having a heart attack, because like you move around like that against, and it works. Don't want that kind of style works when you have somebody who's like a puncher, a puncher fighter, somebody who needs to set up to throw a shot. Somebody like a Pitbull Cruz or somebody like that. But somebody like AJ, who's like a very structured boxer puncher, and who like he's not wasting energy with you. You're just wasting energy while he's moving very slowly towards you and cutting off the ring. You know, and he doesn't need to like put more like weight on his front foot to throw his punches. You know, versus like somebody like Pitbull. So like how he was doing that, like I didn't think he was gonna go 4 rounds when I thought he was just gonna pass out from like exhaustion. So that's like doing like 2,500 jumping jacks a round, you know. And so, but at the end of the day, the dude trained hard. You know, I respected that he trained hard, and the person he fought had all the advantages. Like he what's his name? AJ had the experience, he had the height, he had the reach, he had the weight. I mean, yeah, at that point. It was just his pride that put him in the ring, pride and money, you know. Now, I do respect him more than a Tank situation, because the Tank situation, the weight disparity was too much. You know, so
Tank should get even more respect than Boxing Hacker.
No, it doesn't make sense. Tank has other people to fight. Why? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Okay, it's not. It wouldn't be it'll be like a sideshow. It wouldn't be a boxing match.
This was a sideshow too. What are you talking about?
No, it was a fight because they both were heavyweights.
Like, I don't understand how you give somebody respect for working hard to get in the ring. Like, that's what the fuck they supposed to be doing. I don't understand that. You're supposed to be working hard in your training camp to fight. Like,
no, but so like you give each fighter respect when they walk into the ring. You know, most fighters you'll give respect. Yeah, so I respect him as a fighter. You know, that he walked into, because people are acting like he's not even a fighter. I'm like, the dude's a fighter. The brother trains just as hard as everybody else.
Yeah, but this is the sentimental, emotional stuff you're doing. We talking about him as a fighter, period.
Yeah,
like,
as a fighter, whenever you see his fighter,
but then you respect every fighter, boxing hacker.
Yeah, I mean, if you walk in the ring,
they all work hard to get in the ring. Okay, so
yeah, but people are saying that people are acting like, oh, you don't play boxing. This AJ knocked out people that have been boxing half.
Yeah, you don't play boxing, and that's exactly what he was doing. And now
but AJ just knocked out people way quicker than he knocked out Jake Paul. And we don't say you don't play boxing. No.
What she's saying? What she's saying is he had no business being in the ring with him. That's what she's saying. That's plain boxing. That's plain boxing.
Like I said, he didn't even have no reason to be in there with Tank. He don't have no
exactly. That's plain boxing. Boxing hacker.
He doesn't have any.
You respect him as a fighter.
No, I respect him as a dummy. He don't have any business in the ring with any elite fighter, boxing hacker. I don't care what weight class they. I don't care if he was fighting in a way. He don't got no business in the ring with no elite fighter.
He fought
especially AJ, especially somebody like AJ. AJ can't even hurt the.
Listen, I think AJ is soft, right? But I know damn well that Jake Paul was not finna beat AJ. Who ever thought that is insane? I mean,
well, 2 cents. There's not too many people in the world that can beat AJ. I mean, this is the man's gigantic. He can punch. He might be soft when it comes to other elite heavyweights, but he's an elite heavyweight. I mean, no case. Jake Paul had no business being in the ring. That's what we're trying to say, boxing hacker. It does not matter.
He has the right to be in the have. What are you talking about? He's a fighter.
Never mind.
He's a whole fighter. Listen, I don't know. Have you guys? He goes into the gym.
Boxing hacker will be the same person up here Johnson bouncing, talking about why somebody don't need to fight Shakur. Yeah. But now you up here telling me that he needed to be in the ring with AJ. Shout out to World of Animals back in the super chat with the $2. He says, because you got money, I respect you. SMH. Shout out World of Animals.
This same Jake Paul beat.
He respected.
I mean, the dude can fight. I mean, AJ can fight. I feel like the average Joe is not gonna. I mean, the average Joe is not gonna walk up and beat Jake Paul.
No, I think
yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I don't think so. I think Jake Paul will wreck a lot of people.
No,
I just don't think he can wreck somebody at that level. You know. But I respect him as a fighter. Somebody gone to
so you say that. So you say that, but it's okay for him to be in the ring with AJ.
I say I don't believe he could be. I didn't think he could beat AJ, right? But you respect him as a fighter. He's somebody who trained to get into that fight. There's a lot of people that can't beat AJ.
No, he didn't know. He didn't earn his way. He didn't earn his way. Listen, he didn't earn. AJ never got knocked out by nobody like Jake Paul. Stop it.
Yeah, but Dillian White trained hard and still got knocked out, right? Am I gonna say
knocked out by who?
It's not who.
Who?
Got knocked out by who?
Another elite heavyweight champion?
Dillian White got trained hard, got in the ring, got knocked.
Oh my God!
I don't understand.
Jake Paul not Dillian White either.
I'm about to put you in timeout.
Dylan White didn't look that good his last fight.
No, Dylan White's not. Come on, Jake Paul's not Dylan White either. Are you serious? Dylan White would beat up Jake Paul.
Hey man, I don't know what Dylan White would do nowadays.
No, Jake Paul. Do you not? They're professional athletes. They're not just. Dude, you're not just dumb. You're not just dumb. I know you're not. You're too smart.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like you don't know much about fighters, dude. It's not easy. When you say like you can't respect somebody that walk, it's not easy to walk up into a freaking ring. You know that, right?
Hacker, we don't.
It's not easy. So I say, as a fighter, I respect the brother.
Hold on, let me mute you, boxing hacker. Let me mute you, Rich. Let me say this, boxing hacker. I don't care about if it's easy to step into a ring. They've been doing it all of their life. They're professionals. At this point, you're not going to get no credit for stepping into the ring. Nigga, this is what you signed up to do. I'm not giving you credit for stepping into the ring. This is what you want to do. This is what you trained to do. So you simply just stepping in the ring is not an excuse for me to start Johnson bouncing. It's not happening.
I think Boxing Hacker get it messed up when he keeps saying you gotta have respect for him. Why have respect for him? Anybody can step into a ring and get knocked out for $30 million, $40 million. I know niggas that step into a ring and get knocked out for $1,000. I don't know what you mean. That's nigga got paid $50-60 million. Who wouldn't step in the ring?
No, but it's just the caliber opponent. It's a caliber opponent that he's talking about. You're talking about this. AJ would knock a hole through anybody, any of us.
I know. And guess what? Motherfuckers would take that and fix their old face up for a few million that he did it for. So I don't know why you keep saying give him respect. Respect for what?
So Watson, as a fighter, you respect him. That's all I'm saying. You respect him as a fighter.
I respect him as a as
a fighter. Like I don't believe this whole notion that he's not a fighter. He's a fighter.
I respect him as a fighter whenever he ever go to a real route or something like that and fight people in his competition or whatever and just make it to the top instead of fighting all celebrities, washed up celebrities, and now he fight a good ass boxer and get knocked out. I respect him if he fights somebody that's number 14 that's under him ranked and shit like that. If he do it the right way, I respect him like that. All right, I'm not gonna respect him because he made a quick payday that anybody else would have did. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else would have got in the ring and he made a payday. Even though he looked out for them girls like Big Dog Willie said, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not.
Now that brings me to my next topic.
I'm not respecting him for that though.
Let's cover this too. That brings me to my next topic, right? And I've discussed a lot about these fighters having sugar daddies and what happens when that situation changes, right? Now, a lot of people were saying, you know, okay, well, Jake Paul is fighting and he's bringing a lot of eyes to the women boxers and this and that. What happens when Jake is no longer bringing a lot of eyes? When people are sick of Jake Paul shenanigans, which I thought they would be sick of Jake Paul shenanigans, but now they got their seatbelts and their helmets on and they respect him and all this other shit that everybody, all of a sudden they love Jake Paul when they just wanted him out of boxing before he got his jaw broke. So what happens when people ain't coming to see Jake Paul like that no more? What happens when he ain't selling out no more? When you put on a fight and you don't have those fans there anymore because this wasn't your fan base that you built. You got eyes on you because other people were coming to see Jake Paul, but are they going to come and see you now because you was on the card?
And
what happens with that?
And that's what brings it back to what I was saying. Like I respect. If let's just say Clarissa Shields went over there, man, that fight card would have been even people would have been anticipated to see Clarissa Shields fight. Nobody was anticipated to see no Alicia Baumgartner fight, man. Be real, man. Nobody.
No, but I'm trying to say, start from somewhere. You need a platform to start from.
Yeah, I'm saying the only way I feel like them girls.
So
I ain't gonna put it on.
That's why I disagree with you because I said you need a platform to start from. I'm not gonna say if he leaves. I mean, he has a business. He has a company already set up. He has after he stopped fighting, probably gonna still promote these women. That's what he's doing. So. Right. Like you can't just give up on his business.
Alicia Baumgartner gonna headline the next Netflix card?
No, but you're taking it like this is what you're saying. You're taking it like she's doing. He's doing things for these women, and it doesn't matter. It can be a small card. It can be on network TV, but it's still exposing them.
No, you
know what I'm trying to say.
What I'm saying now, I get it. I'm not saying they're not exposed, but I'm saying now, if Jake Paul can't fight no more, let's say he can't even box no more, right? Then what happens to those fighters that you were building up? Because they were being built up with you on me in the main event and on the card. So what
I'm saying is that he started from somewhere. He got Baumgartner, and he got the other girl on there, the one that looks like a man. No, I shouldn't say that. He has people on there, and people know who they are now. If they look for him, they look for him. If not. But they still, people know who they are now, or some people know who we are. Yeah.
Okay, so what about the rest of the fighters he got signed if he can't fight no more? He gonna have to figure a way to promote.
I mean, I don't think, like you said, it starts from somewhere. It's not all about him. It starts from somewhere. If it's all about him, then he wouldn't even care about the company.
No, I'm not saying it's all about him. I'm saying he was bringing the eyes for the girls to get the views.
It starts somewhere though.
But listen, you're talking about the start. I'm talking about when it continues to go. If he's unable to continue to box, what happens with those fighters? Like, I'm interested to see the new way he figures out how to try to promote them, because he won't be able to just be a main event and help to get the eyes.
Well, he's a clown. He got like 20 billion followers on YouTube. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. It's gonna be interesting.
So I mean, so we'll see if he does. I mean, he can definitely promote. You see how dumb he acts after time. So But Boxing Hacker, thank you for leaving that alone, and thank you for changing the subject, because you're lingering that on.
He's just trying to start an argument. Anybody worry about Boxing Hacker?
Nah.
What did y'all think about the Alicia Baumgardner fight? What did you think about that fight, Rich?
Man, to be honest with you, man, I only seen highlights of it. I rewatched the other girl fight, Caroline Duwas, whatever her name is. She looked just like her brother. She could fight.
Yep. These women boxers ain't playing with y'all.
No, they're not. No, they can fight.
T.O. and Shakur Stevenson fight coming up. Where is the buzz? Rich, where is
Hey, look, you know what's funny? Y'all wouldn't even believe me. I'm gonna send you a video next time I go up there. I just went up to Madison Square Garden today and got some more tickets, right? That shit about to be sold out. They only got like all the way up top. It's like a lot of people all the way up top. It's still seats open all around. But the way that they say the trajectory is gonna get sold out. That's what the guy told me.
Oh, it's gonna sell out? Okay.
Yeah, he said it just like that. He said from the looks of it, if it's January 31st, he said it's definitely gonna get sold out from the looks of it.
I wonder who's on the undercard. Have they announced that yet?
Damn, that's crazy. It's selling out and we don't even know who on the undercard. That's crazy work. Shout out
Yeah,
to
that was kind of
and with the
I'm gonna send you a video when I go up there.
With the $5 in the Cash App, he says consistency. Shout out Alan Poston. Mr. Greg on the panel.
What about 2 cents? Can you hear me?
What up, Mr. Greg? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
I just got in. I heard y'all was talking about Jake, and I was on the show. If you remember when y'all when you were watching Jake.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that somehow, some way, some people are thinking he should be respected in some kind of way, shape, or form. And to me, it was just the opposite. He really that fight, even though AJ had been out the ring for 15 months, I believe, actually showed you why he has no business trying to fight a real boxer, because he can't box. First of all, he's a guy who's got his body in shape, but he's not in shape for real combat sports. He can fight, old athletes who for some reason decide they want to try boxing because it's still a manly sport. But a real boxer, no. The pressure that he was facing, even though AJ was, I felt AJ was really pulling his punches, and he could have been very rusty as well. But the point is, he was, to me, welting under just the pressure of a man that big coming forward. Yeah, from time to time, you're going to be able to wing some punches, and maybe you'll hit something, the shoulder, maybe the top of the head, things like that, which he did a few times. But as I say, fighters usually have an amateur career first. Most of the time, there's always going to be one or two exceptions, but they fight at a lower level before they reach the elite status, where they're conditioned to fight, to be in that ring with guys who have the same kind of mentality, the same kind of shape, the same kind of a degree of discipline to handle punches, to handle styles, et cetera, et cetera. Jake Paul has been fighting old guys, old athletes, I will say, and he's just a younger guy who's stronger. Yeah, those little guys, I think Mickey Bay and some of them are, showing him something, but you got to have some years built in to really be a real fighter. Even if you never make it to the top, there's techniques that you learn that's become part of what you do every day. Jake Paul is an entertainer who's doing combat stuff. I understand I shouldn't say I understand. I just heard that he's been talking about retiring from fighting and stuff like that, which probably is a good idea unless he goes
Who,
back.
Jake Paul?
Yeah.
His jaw broke, Mr. Gray. He's not gonna be able to fight no more, probably.
I know. He's learned. People have said this forever. The first time he fights a real fighter, he'll find out. And he did. He fought somebody he thought that because he'd been out the ring for 15 months and had lost a few fights, that he was on their level. He's not. And he learned that. That wasn't no fake punch. One punch put him down. Luckily, he was just strong enough to at least stay conscious. Because all it took was one punch. That should have told him, that should have told his fans who thought he was a real fighter that he's not a real fighter. So I hope those fans see that. And if they like the entertainment aspect of him fighting old athletes, stick to that. That was working for him for a good little while. And the fact that he is doing some things for women boxing, that's good. That's very good. That's something you can segue into. He's built up enough goodwill for people to see some of these women who see, especially with Serrano and Katie Taylor, that they can see some good fights, some real fights at the same time as seeing his entertainment fighting. I haven't heard anything. You just happened to say something about Tio, which I haven't heard much about it since the fight is now in play. I heard Rich say it's almost sold out.
Rich trying to tell us it's sold out, but shit, ain't nobody talking about it.
Yeah, I don't see you don't see the promotion, you don't see the excitement, things like that. And that's for all practical purposes should be a fight that's anticipated and people are going to be happy to see it. I'm going to watch the fight. I didn't see any of the other fights that was on that Jake Paul card because I was, like I said, I was on with you all and I hadn't even been watching that then. It was just because I was on. I just went on and watched it while I was on the show with you all. But that's my final take really on Jake Paul. That broken jaw should have him reevaluating whether he really wants to face that again. Because even if he goes down to cruiserweight, which is now 200 pounds, I believe. Cruiserweight is 200 pounds. That's still 200 pounds of power coming to your jaw. And once it's been broken once, it's going to be a little bit easier to break it again. Once you feel pressure like you felt, because all that falling down that he was doing was exhausted because he thought he could tire AJ out and then do a little something. Instead, he was tiring his own self out. And the pressure, the mental pressure that people don't understand, you got a juggernaut coming your way and nonstop, and all you can do is keep moving around, but you're not stopping his forward progress. And that's the problem that that his corner probably didn't even recognize it. I saw his brother Logan shaking his head every time his brother fell down and got hit. And that should have just told him, listen, if you're not going to engage with this man, get out the ring because you're going to get hurt. He lucky it was just one punch. So that's my thoughts on that particular fight.
All right, panel open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel, like I said, for me, I see him as a fighter. I don't know what people would say he's not a fighter. It's boxing. Shit happens, I don't think he was on AJ's level, but to be honest, like how many fighters are really on AJ's level? There's thousands of fighters out here that AJ would have done the same thing to.
Boxing Hacker, shut up, bro. That doesn't make no excuse for him to be fighting. That don't mean he don't wait. Oh, we got Be More Bully on the panel. Shout out Be More Bully on the panel. What up, Be More Bully?
You.
Hey, Be More.
What's going on? What's up, Mr. Greg?
Hey, now.
What's going on? We probably around the same age. I don't know why I'm saying Mr.
Hey, be more. We're elder statesmen.
Yeah, true that. We from a different generation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, But seriously, yo, I was listening to y'all when the fight was going on, and I was laughing and watching the football game. I could have went to Netflix and watched it because I got Netflix, but I didn't want to give that a view. I didn't want to give it a view because I already knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Already knew Anthony Joshua was going to pluck him. But seriously, I was hoping and praying he plucked him and knocked him out. You know what I mean? But then again, you don't know. Because when it comes to money, motherfuckers will sell, excuse me, but you know what I mean. Motherfuckers will go ahead and sell themselves out in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Hey, you go extra 20, you go ahead and take a punch from Jake. Mother cat be like, all right, yeah. You know what I mean? Just like Mike Tyson said. You know, Mike Tyson said he got paid the extra 10 mil not to knock him out. And you could see Mike was pulling all his punches.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But the thing is this, when you're paying for that type of sideshow event, which tell the truth, I've been down from the beginning, just like everybody else. I ain't want to see Tank fight this cat. You know what I mean? But then again, the man getting 40 mils, so I can see like, all right, I see why you want to go ahead. You gonna go ahead and fight him. You know what I mean? Because you getting that money. But at the same time, I kind of knew Tank ain't going to take no dive for that cat.
Hold on, not to cut you off. The link of an 8th grade boys team beating pro women basketball players, bro. Show that to me, please, because you're capping. Because I
No,
can
it's
show you
no, it's
pro
on.
women
No, it's on.
basketball players
It's on YouTube.
beating
It is.
grown-ass men, actually.
It's on YouTube. I seen it too.
I
Yeah,
want to
look it
see
up. It's on there.
pro women basketball players, bro. And by pro, what do you mean?
They're pro
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, that's a lie, man. I ain't about to look it up, but not no pro women. I can see you
No,
saying
no, they are. They are.
college
I
women.
seen it. I
Nah,
seen it
man.
myself.
What
Nah,
pro
I
women
don't
you
I'll
even.
find the
going?
link. I'll find the link and try to put
No,
it
I'm
in there. But
saying
I did
what
see it.
what
Listen,
pro
I don't
care
even.
basketball player?
Listen,
No.
listen. I know grown ass women that can beat grown ass men in basketball right now. So I don't even know what y'all talking about. But anyway, back to the conversation. Go ahead, Billy. You can
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I knew Tank wasn't going. If Tank did go ahead and the fight would have went on, Tank wasn't taking no loss, taking no L of that dude. He was deadly serious when he was talking about we betting 2 mil. Yeah, bet it. Jake looked worried. And then come to find out from what the team said, what Coach Kenny and them said, this dude was overweight. He wasn't even going to make weight for the fight. So all of a sudden, these mysterious allegations pop up, and then all of a sudden, they like go away like the wind. There's no further filings in the case or nothing like that. The cops ain't come lock them up. We going on damn near what? 2 months? Man, 2 months? You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the dilly? You know what I mean? Then when you come in and you find out who this person is, you know what I mean? Like I found out from off of IG. You know what I mean? Like what? Lonzo Ball ex side chick? I was like, all right. And she ran scams on him. I was like, damn, okay. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to shame somebody into something that they saying happened to them or whatever, but if the shoe fits and there really isn't any footage showing Tank, now they saying he wasn't even at the club. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Well,
I'm
I don't
like,
know.
whatever, man,
Who's saying
whatever.
that?
I don't
I'm
know. I
saying
don't know.
whatever,
OG.
man.
This is what I'm gonna say about that, and then we're gonna let Big Dre get his 2 cents off. And we got Tony reviews on the panel.
What's going on, T?
Hold on, Tony. I
Doing
might
on
have
this
gave you the
work.
wrong intro. They didn't turn you to a villain over here. I gotta hit you with this. But no, you know it's all good, Tony. I'm just messing with you. But I don't know. All I'll say about the Tank situation is it's very hard for people to keep lying about seeing a video. Like you can't just keep lying about seeing a video. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm of the belief possibly a bit video out there where the video show what they've been saying. I don't know, but it's too many different people lying about seeing a video for me to think that it's not a video. But that's not what we're talking about tonight. Big Dre, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Well, first of all, I wanted to say good evening and hello to everybody. Shout out to the chat.
You.
As far as the Tiafimo and Shakur situation goes, it's live.
What happened to him?
What you say, Tony? What happened?
Is he going out? Big Dre, you going out?
He went completely out.
Yeah.
We don't care. So come on out. Tiafimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, January 31st at Madison Square Garden. It just seems to me that a fight that is sold out or is approaching a sellout that's got, how can you have a fight that's approaching a sellout that's got no buzz, that's got nobody talking about it, that doesn't have a published undercard? You know,
it don't make sense, right, Big Dre?
It don't make sense to me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you know, it was kind of funny. So I figured I'd do that because that's one of the things I like to do. I like to mess around. You know how it is. But January 31st, Madison Square Garden, and they haven't, that's 37 days. 37 days. They haven't announced the undercard yet.
Hey, let me respond to this guy Dre because he the
Hold
one
on,
that.
let him finish, Rich. Let him finish.
Oh, I thought he was done.
No, go ahead.
37 days. They've announced the fight, but they haven't announced the undercard. I mean, that same night at Live Hotel and Casino in Hanover, Maryland, they are having a lower tier fight. It's got about 12 fights on the card, and they've all been announced. So how can I have a lower tier fight? You know, one of the things that I would come out and do an announcement for, and they've got the full card published. Everybody knows who's on it. But you got Tio and Shakur with no undercard. We like 38 days out. I might be wrong, right? But how you gonna say that it's selling out? I just can't believe it's selling out. Unless it's, you know, only people going is those in the tri-state area, you know.
What if they don't have an undercard? Y'all think that's possible?
Hey, can I say something to this guy? Because this is the same guy.
Hold on. Let him finish, Rich. You gonna get your time, bro.
I thought he was done.
I'm gonna let Big Dre go, and then I'm gonna let Tony review go, and then I'm gonna open up the panel. Go ahead.
I can't respond back.
Let Rich go ahead and respond to this clown, whoever he's talking about, because you know.
Hold on, let me let Tony go. Tony, go ahead. What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, do me a favor. Hit that boo again.
You want me to hit the bulls again? All right, hold on.
Yeah, hit that boo again. Booze from the hater got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero needs a theme music. I'll take that. To quote Kanye, not straight but booze. But anyways, I digress. To go, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but yo, at this point, I think AJ is cooked. I think Boxing Hacker could beat him in the ring. I don't think he's got anything left. Yeah, AJ is cooked.
What?
See, everybody focusing on what he did to Jake Paul in the 6th round, fracture his jaw in 2 places, titanium. I don't care about none of that. What happened in the first 4 rounds where he couldn't even hit Jake Paul, where he couldn't even cut off the ring, where every time Jake Paul threw a feint, this dude jumped back like a scared rabbit.
Bro, he was carrying.
Dude, are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Did you watch the fight?
I watched the fight.
AJ wasn't. He was pulling his punches. He wasn't even throwing no punches, really.
AJ wasn't pulling no punches. Rewatch it.
Yes, he was.
Let me go ahead and stop that right now because here's the facts.
Tony, you're not
First
serious.
off, hold on. This is my opening. First off, he wasn't pulling no punches. Rewatch the fight. You can see where he was trying to knock him out with hard shots within the first 4 rounds. Secondly, if he was pulling the punches and at the post-fight conference, he wouldn't have been depressed looking, talking about, Cheerio, crumpy cakes, I could have done better. I tried to do better, but he was just very elusive. He was so elusive, I couldn't catch him. No.
It's in the contract.
It wasn't in no contract. That dude tried to knock him out. He was crying and sulking at the press conference where he just got a knockout win because he didn't do it fast enough. He didn't know how to cut off the ring. Like, this dude, Jake Paul was literally putting up no offense, and he still couldn't get him trapped against the ropes. Still couldn't get him stuck in the corner. And this is an Olympian? Man, look, Daniel Dubois took that man's soul. He ain't got nothing left. He's done.
Tony is funny as hell.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
Second,
That's
I'll say
funny shit
something to
I
that.
heard.
Let me let Rich go. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Don't say tea and crumpets.
I just want.
Don't say tea and crumpets.
Hey, Dre. I don't want to be disrespectful, man, because I'm getting tired of this internet fighting with these niggas. But I want to say something. I ain't say that the tickets sold out. I said that the guy told me that it was projected sell out, and then he showed me what seats he had left. And matter of fact, just so you can see if I'm lying or not, I'm gonna go there on Friday because that's when I'm gonna be back up there, and I'm gonna send 2 cents the video of me really going there talking to the Ticketmaster people. I ain't gotta lie, man. You know what I'm saying?
That boy doing that research.
I never said you lied.
Wait, hold on. And then second, you came up here for a full hour a week ago screaming out that Shakur was under Eddie Hearn and all that when he not. You still haven't said you was wrong about that.
Okay, now.
And 2 cents.
Wait a minute, Rich. Let me
Hold on. At 2 cents, can you please play the video of Shakur clearly stating recently, a week ago, that I am not signed to no Eddie Hearn at all. He said I'm not signed to him. He's promoting the fight. So you still haven't said nothing about that yet.
Let me respond to that. Allow me to retort, sir. Good sir. See, first of all, I said it was my understanding that Shakur was under a 3-fight, a contract that did not have an expiration date. 3 fights, no expiration date. Okay? Those were my words, because that was my understanding. Okay? He had 1 fight against Josh Padley. He had 1 fight against his last fight. So that's 2 fights. So he owes Eddie a fight somehow. There's a
I'm about to go hit the gym. 2 cents. Thanks for letting me on. Big Dre. I just looked it up. It says Shakur is signed under Matchroom currently. I just looked it up for you. But anyways, I'm out.
Hey,
Right,
hold on.
Again,
That's the thing about this. Wait,
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Not to cut y'all off, but I got somebody new on the panel. Shout out No Cap.
What's up, No Cap? Nah,
What's
but
up,
that's
No
Cap? What up, Cap?
What's your 2 cents, No Cap? What you got for? I hate to cut y'all off, but this is my short show, so I got to make sure everybody get an opportunity to speak when they come up. No Cap, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
You know, I don't know. I can't say I was disappointed because Jake Paul was baited out there live. I figured like, we needed a good depth in the sport to get rid of these influencers. I think it was a perfect time, for somebody to die in a big fight, so people understand. You know what I'm saying? You got to be covered in there, play the. This shit ain't no damn game. I mean, this shit that shit was a waste of everybody's time, to be honest. Like this nigga falling on the ground, this nigga holding this nigga nuts and shit. Like, what the hell is this nigga doing, dog?
No cap.
No, that shit look just like when motherfucking
I hate to interrupt you.
Martin was
I hate
fighting
to
Tommy
interrupt you,
Hearns. This
sir.
nigga punching this nigga kneecaps and shit. I'm like, dog, what the hell's wrong with this? What the? I couldn't believe what the hell I was like. You know, that shit was it's a goddamn shit. This nigga made $90 million. Like, you think about all the niggas who been trying to get rich doing this shit, and this nigga just come in with this bull. This nigga made $90 million with this bullshit. You know, he got his jaw broke. But you know, shit. People get their jaw broke every day, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but no cap. I want to interrupt you because I want to contradict something you just said. First of all, we don't need a death in the sport. We don't need another death in this sport at all. Okay, death is something that is serious, that is permanent, and that is something we don't need in this sport. We've had
it happens every day. It happens every year.
Again, we don't.
It just
need
never happened
another
at the notable fight. That's why people don't. That's why
Again,
people
we don't-
need. That's why this is.
You don't want it to happen,
for
though.
people
I
to
agree with
understand.
Big Dre.
But what
You
I'm
don't want it
saying
to
is, we don't need a death in the ring. We don't need a death because of a fight in the ring. Okay, yes, I know it happens. It's inevitable. Boxing is a violent sport. Okay, and it's a sport that we love and we talk about all the time. But to have a death in the sport, that is a life loss, and most of the time it's a life loss way too soon. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't want that to be the reason that we have to lose a clown show like we had on Friday night. All they needed was a circus tent over that 22 by 22 foot ring. I mean, that thing was huge. And that's why Jake got tired running around.
Let me say this. What more reason why you got to give Jake credit? Give him credit for what, y'all? Like, what are we talking about? Jake decided to be a boxer. Jake decided to fight Anthony Joshua. Like, what are we talking about? Give him credit. Like, I never understand that. Give him credit. You decided to get in the ring and compete. What is you getting credit for? What extra credit do you need? You're already getting the credit. We're watching you. We're subscribing to whatever platform we need to be subscribed to watch you. That's the fucking credit right there. Any other credit y'all talking about is just Johnson bouncing. Like, he decided to fight. He reached out to Jake Paul. It ain't like Jake Paul called him out and everybody was like, no, you shouldn't fight Jake Paul. And he was like, forget that. I'm stepping in the ring anyway. I'm gonna go in there with all my lack of experience and skill, and I'm just gonna put my will to the test. He didn't do that. He called Jake Paul to get in a ring and fight him. What credit? Like, we gotta give Jake respect. We gotta give Jake credit for what? What respect? Because just before he got his jaw broke and knocked off the bone, y'all was crying about how he bad for the sport. He don't need to be in the sport. He a YouTuber. He not a real boxer. He was on Disney. How do we go from all of that to we need to put on a seatbelt and a helmet? I'm so confused.
But he also said he was saving boxing at one point, right?
I never said he was saving boxing.
I feel like when he was fighting thing, it was that whole he's saving boxing from Turkey. And I remember that clearly.
I'm not the one.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Nobody.
I remember that
that
too.
clearly. I don't know.
What is that?
I remember that too.
What does that have to do? Boxer Hacker, you're deflecting as usual. What does that have to do with everybody all of a sudden saying he need to get credit, he need to be respected?
But now you're acting like he's a nobody. He went from saving boxing.
No. Listen,
he went from saving.
Don't stop talking when I'm talking. I'm not the one that said this. This is y'all's logic that I'm questioning. Y'all, like, don't argue. I don't know why they doing it. You tell me. They're the ones that's changing their mind. I'm not the one doing it. I said I don't give a damn who Jake Paul for. I never had an issue with Jake Paul. You never heard me complaining about Jake Paul, not one time ever. I'm talking about all the people that somebody got to mute. They typing to something. I'm talking about all the people that's been crying about Jake Paul that are now flipping the script and saying they give Jake Paul credit and they respect Jake Paul. That's who I'm asking about. I don't feel no differently about Jake Paul, whether he got his jaw knocked off the bone, whether he would have beat Anthony Joshua, whether he would have fought. Nothing about what I've said has changed. It's been consistent. What I'm pointing out is the new hypocrisy that y'all could add to the list of shit that's been exposed this year about how now all of a sudden Jake Paul deserves credit and to be respected. That's what I'm asking about, Boxing Hacker. And let me say this real quick. Y'all see this video right here? When I tell y'all that Alicia Baumgartner slid that man her room key, I'm not playing with y'all. Look at how they flirting in 4K right here. Look at Alicia. Look at her. Look at her.
She was on it.
You got it. Yeah, I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna see you. He like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you. Room 113. Yeah, 113. Look. I'm telling y'all what's going on.
It looked like that though.
I'm telling you. Look, you got it. He like, yeah, I got it. I'm gonna be there. She like, you better be there. Don't play with me. All right now. Wait, hold on. 113. Yeah, 113. All right. Look. I'm telling you.
Download.
Hey, somebody got to mute. Bitch, I got a ringtone. Y'all downloading ringtones?
Somebody said that Chinese.
somebody downloading ringtones. What y'all doing?
No, and I'm sorry. That was me. I was trying to see the video because I'm on my phone, so I couldn't see the video.
I wish I would have. Somebody had a picture of them sitting poolside. I should have screenshotted it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I seen that picture. I say, oh, they sitting poolside, they eating breakfast. Oh, okay. I know.
Come on, Alicia, AJ.
Yeah.
She got it in.
Hey, this is why you can't put men and women on the same card. That's what I'm talking about. Nah.
Hey, I ain't mad with AJ or Alicia.
Shout out to them. To them.
Man. Let them get it in.
Shout out to them. No,
Rona said, we know you do, Alicia.
Hey, well, AB already told y'all about Alicia Baumgartner, but y'all let it slide though.
We know you, Alicia.
Y'all let it
She
slide.
ain't ashamed either because she was right on Front Street with it.
Hey, he say she about that life. She about that 304 life. But y'all let it slide because she cute. Y'all let it slide because she cute.
Y'all leave Alicia alone.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all leave Alicia alone.
He says, I ain't capping.
Just trying
People were out here saying Jake Paul is saving boxing from Turkey when Turkey got canceled out. Now they hate Jake. Boxing Hacker, what are you talking about? You see how you just make up an argument? Like, what the fuck?
That nigga on the panel with us.
That's who was typing.
Yo, I'm saying though, that's what really happened. People were like, I don't remember people saying that. They were like, oh, look, Tank knocking
Jake Paul out.
Niggas
want Tank to knock Jake Paul out. That's what they niggas wanted.
Man, if Tank can knock Jake Paul out, then he should fight AJ then. Let me see it. Because he keep trying to get AJ's winning shit.
Nigga, AJ need to retire.
Come on now, y'all.
AJ can do that to Jake Paul. What can Tank do? Let him go fight AJ.
Tank can knock him out. He ain't gonna break his jaw, but he gonna put him to sleep. Be different type of
I want to see it. Well, let's hope AJ and Tank will fight then. Let's see. Since Tank can do better than AJ can.
Man, Tank and AJ fight was gonna be an expedition match, whatever that was. That's what it would have been.
Exhibition. Yeah, what are we talking about? People always want to give other people's.
It was gonna be that. It was gonna be that.
Nigga, Tommy Fury is way smaller than AJ. He beat Jake Paul.
That fight wasn't gonna be serious anyway. It wasn't.
Was that fight sanctioned?
Yeah, it was sanctioned. It had to be. They're both heavyweights.
So,
hey, she said, I seen the picture you talking about. They was hugged. Yeah, they was hugged up at the table. It's on what you would call them.
We talking about Alicia?
On Facebook.
See, the reason why
I saw it on Facebook.
Tank knocking out Jake Paul, but actually be an accomplishment. AJ doing what he was actually a disservice to him.
Give me the page or send it to me because it was when as soon as I seen that picture, it was at that moment that I knew that Alicia Baumgartner then bust down Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, she bust down.
She was in the building.
It was the day after too.
Well, she didn't have a fight coming up.
You got for the show?
Hey, how y'all doing this evening?
Hey, Juke.
What up?
What up, Juke?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, y'all just listen to y'all talk. I'm not even gonna touch that other topic. I'm not even touching it with a 10-foot pole. Move around that one. I got no comment.
Man, y'all know they ain't do nothing. Y'all know AJ just held her and they talked all night.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
You are
not
so
the way they
messy
looked at
sometimes, girl.
poolside.
Anyway, I was just going to chime in on I'm just hearing bits and pieces of what y'all talking about the whole. You're about the whole Jake Paul thing, and you're so right, 2 Cent. I think I'm just noticing that most topics it seems to center around a guy who like I don't even like talking about that much, even though I'm a fan of him. And I think that's what's happening because there's two different conversations that have been had about Jake Paul. We said that he's done well for women's sports and he's a good promoter. That's always been consistent. I don't think anyone has, I think especially when it comes to women's sports, and that he does have a big following. I think that's never been challenged. But when you're saying with credit, and they're trying to turn us acknowledging that he is not a good boxer, they're like, oh, y'all hating on Jake Paul. That's not, everyone has acknowledged that he is not a good boxer. And that was the whole purpose of why I'm sorry, hold on a second.
Hold on, Drew, let me get the super chat. Shout out No More Sleepwalking with the $5 in the super chat. He said he was a real boxer for years. He doesn't need any more credit than a real boxer gets for stepping in the ring. Shout out No More Sleepwalking.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, and that's what I was getting to. Like, I think it's like people are saying, "Oh, y'all hating on like who's hating?" The whole reason why people trash Tank for taking the fight was because everyone agreed that he's not a good fighter. So how is saying he doesn't get credit and still not a good fighter today a change up? It's not a change up. That was the whole purpose of everyone being upset with Tank for taking the fight. It's the reason why I didn't like. It's the reason why Tank fans went against him and saying, "Yo, we still rock with you, but this is a trash fight." So there is no switch up except for the other side. Except now they want anytime there's anyone who's like sitting in the opposite position of Tank, they want to make it seem like there's some hating involved. They were the main ones. Because if we got to give Jay credit now, then what was the purpose? If he's like, we got to acknowledge that he'll at least get in the ring with people, then what was the purpose of being mad at Tank? If anything, that means he was taking a challenge, right? We still acknowledge that it wasn't a challenge. There is no hate. But we always acknowledge that, yes, he puts on some big events and he has an audience outside of boxing. He does numbers. And so there has been no switch up, except for people who just want to antagonize Tank fans because they have this obsession with this kid. A bigger obsession than I even have. And I'm a woman. I don't even like Tank like that. I just see him as a good fighter. Like, you have grown men who are obsessed with this kid. And so now they're just like, oh, yeah, now y'all hate Tank. Y'all hate Paul. What? Didn't y'all just say he was trash and he's fighting a YouTuber? What are we talking about here? It's just so silly. It's not even worth acknowledging. We shouldn't even have to have such stupid conversations, but you always have someone who's always going to just create something just because they want to find a way to bring Tank and Tank fans into it. Because if not, they don't know how to. They can't talk boxing.
But let's get this understood, though. It's only one person on this channel that think that Jake Paul should get credit for this shit, and that's Boxing Hack. And
I think so. I don't know what the problem is. Jake Paul can actually fight. You guys are tripping, man.
Let's be fair, but just to be fair to Boxing Hacker, the reason why I even brought this up as a topic is because he's not the only one.
Yeah,
he's not the only one.
If only way I say he get credit for he fights somebody, one of them 15 or 14. What he in the WBO? What he in? WBC?
He beat Chavez the fight before this.
If he fight one of them niggas, he only fighting washed up famous people, and he fought a nigga that he already knew he was gonna lose to. Fight somebody not for the fame and shit like that.
He fought Chavez Jr.
Go Chavez Jr. Come on, man. You talking about a cokehead, man? What the fuck you talking about?
Hey, man, he's a boxer, bro.
You talking about a crackhead, man? You talking about a nigga that's been out of. Come on, man.
But
come on, man.
To act like the kid can fight, man. I don't know what people are talking about. He can't fight. That's strange to me. He can't beat AJ. That's the reality.
He can't box.
AJ, but now he can fight.
I'm not giving nobody. Anybody that's on this panel right now. Anybody that's on this panel right now. Anybody that's on this panel right now, if they was Jake Paul age, they would have fought Anthony Joshua for 50 million too, for 40 million too, for 10
I think
million.
everyone is, and that's what we all been saying. Like we cannot, like I get it. You know, that's why as much as I still never supported that fight. I thought the fight with Tank was going to look stupid as I don't know what. He's too little. It was going to look crazy. And I'm very happy that it fell through. He'll get other opportunities. He will be fine. I ain't worried. I'm not about to be out here crying for no rich man. Okay, he way richer than I'll be probably. So I ain't worried about him. But I would just say that. But the reason why I understood why he took it, if there's a lot of money on that, like I'm sorry, Jake Paul could like, hey, you know, Juke, you want to fight you for 50 mil? I might just do it. Every time he flinch, I'm gonna fall out. I mean, I'm gonna take it. So I complete. Oh my God, you so messy. 2 cents.
Look how she's smiling.
You feel me? I'm telling you, Juke. You know.
Oh damn, you got it before me.
Yeah, look. And a woman get next to each other, it does not mean nothing, y'all. Y'all got to stop it.
Yeah, they got it bust down.
Oh no.
Y'all
yeah,
got
she did. You.
Y'all got problems.
Yeah, she did.
Anywho, that's all I was saying.
She did.
It was a terrible fight, but I did enjoy her fight, and I enjoyed the ladies. So I just wish Jake Paul would focus on women's boxing. I think he's giving women's boxing a nice audience and platform. I respect him for that, but I don't want to see him fight no more. He spent half the fight on the canvas climbing around. I don't understand what was going on.
He really thought he was gonna go run around the whole fight.
Can I get in here for a second?
Running, he was crawling. Like, do you understand? There was a lot of the fight where he was just crawling and just kept falling, like he was like flinching in a way. He was on the canvas, like
he was letting him rest. It was so weird.
He was just rolling
he killed himself. That style killed his legs.
It ain't got nothing to do with no style.
He killed his own legs because he twisted his ankle running around.
He hurt his leg.
Boxer Hacker, he didn't fight in no fucking style. Stop it. Saying
no, that was the game plan. That was definitely a game plan.
Then I ain't hard on the panel. What's your 2 cents? What you got on the show?
Man, keeping it short and simple as I possibly could. You know, and I ain't saying everybody got to give the man credit or nothing like that. I'll just say where I give credit. Since I just been watching boxing for the past 3-4 years or whatever, and I've been seeing niggas who supposed to be dangerous, people who supposed to be great, supposed to be pound for pound, so on and so forth, and all this other shit. I watched all these motherfuckers leverage and weaponize their celebrity and create conditions to where they could have the confidence to fight. And then I just watched 2 people who had the option to stage events, hide behind their wealth, hide behind their little yachts and all their little followings. And they could have created a circumstance where they could have made themselves look more glorified than what the fans already give them. So, and that's why I see the parallel in what Tate and Jake Paul, both of them taking the L. I appreciate both of them stepping up and not hiding behind their wealth and being a motherfucking man when we celebrate people who supposed to be tougher, who don't do that shit. So I mean, that like I say,
lost to a dude that punched like a woman, dog.
Hey, like I said, this is hey. I'm not asking. Hold on. Nah, I'm not asking for nobody's agreement or nothing like that. I'm just talking about what I saw. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So I saw 2 motherfuckers that could have hid behind their wealth, and then I see actual boxing champions that do hide behind their wealth. And those niggas didn't for last night. Now, at least with Jake Paul, if he takes his next fight, I could determine how serious to take it if it measures up to the threat that he faced in Anthony Joshua. To hear all these bird-chested ass niggas and all these niggas who wouldn't fight for greater causes and lesser threats, to hear these niggas talking about what round he should have finished him in and all of that shit's irrelevant. As long as he hurt that man and didn't pull the punch to the degree where he softened it up and made the whole event look compromised, I appreciate everything I saw last night on both sides, pretty much. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know what else, and I don't really know what else to say to that,
I thought the whole event looked compromised still, and I think the only thing they stepped up to was the Netflix money, and I think any other boxer in the world would have done it too if they had the cliche, the name recognition to do so. And the reason why they did it is because the last event he had with Chavez Jr., flopped, so he had to have a name,
Right,
and that's
right.
also so he didn't step. I don't think he stepped up to anything. I think any boxer would have did what he did because of the money. The difference is that they, unlike Jake Paul, most fighters don't have the name recognition, and they're not doing anything to build their name recognition because half of them are going over to Saudi Arabia fighting on undercards in the middle of the day, so they're not.
Right.
So I don't think he stepped up to anything except for the opportunity of the check. Because Jake Paul didn't even want to have to do it. When Jake Paul got to choose his opponent, he got Chavez Jr. Netflix had to say,
right.
No, we're not doing this. So I don't. So no one's.
No, I respect that. I respect anybody that don't.
I'm saying that the fighters, there was nothing to glorify. There's nothing to give credit for. They didn't step up.
Exactly.
They needed a check, and they took it. That's all this was. No one stepped up.
The only way I'm gonna respect him if he fights somebody that's ranked right next to him and he ain't doing it for the clout or doing it for the fame and shit like that. That's when I'm gonna respect him.
I mean, with that's the same way I be feeling about Terence Crawford and damn Shakur and niggas like that. Know what I'm saying? So you know, it's like these niggas are motherfuckers who don't fight no real threats, who always have an advantage, who always have an advantage over somebody before they willing to step the fuck up and take a fight. I feel like we praise niggas who supposed to be in gladiator position.
Who Terence Crawford didn't fight that he should have fought?
Son don't know. Son just
hey, look, we ain't gotta act like this nigga ain't the dunk of the century. We ain't gotta go through all that. But I'm just saying, we praise softer niggas. We praise niggas who play tough. We praise niggas who play tough, who have proven themselves to be soft. So when these soft niggas finally do step up in tough positions or whatever, like I would rather see Jake Paul have gotten beat the fuck up than seeing him fight a Chavez Jr. or anybody or whoever else the fuck. Know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
I don't want to see Jake Paul fight ever again. I really don't. I pray to God.
I never watched the fight. I never watched the fight until I just seen him get knocked out.
I'm saying I just hope. I wish boxers actually built their name.
We just watched Jake.
So it could be worth it. We're not getting it because everyone wants a quick buck. They're going to Saudi, and guess what? That's all good. But based on what the information we've been showing, when we didn't get a chance to talk about that, me, Key, and 2 Cent. Everything everyone's praising is the reason why Jake Paul is going to continue to do this because he doesn't have the
talking Rich.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying is that the reason why we're getting Jake Paul's is because it's like fans say they want one thing, but then we do things. Well, not we. A lot of y'all, you praise things that are happening that ensures we won't get it. The reason I'm gonna say it again, the reason why we had these big fights back in the day is because you had a really strong A side and a B side that kind of can hold their own. Now that's not what people want. People don't want to build their name. They don't want to build their fan base. They want to quit. They like, oh, is this person gonna give me a quick dollar to fight over here? I'm gonna do it. That's fine. You're getting paid. I'm happy for you. Does it build your name? No. Does it build your fan base? No. So does that make it much more difficult to make those big fights? Because now you're going to want a lot while bringing little to the table? Yes. I kept telling people what some of these networks is overpaying. Eventually is going to overpaying and without them building their fan bases. I told y'all months ago, this is going to prevent a lot of big fights, but no one listened. And now you have so many good fighters who have actually their fan bases have waned. They've weakened over the last year. It's sustainable. No, like say, Floyd had Pac. Pac had his. Now he wasn't up there with Floyd numbers, but he was doing his own. He was still to do pay-per-views. He still had his own fan base, a strong fan base of audience. Same thing with Triple G for Canelo. Same thing. Like you had this. And you don't have that now. Everybody's like, oh, just pay him this because he wants that, and this turkey can pay for it. Everything that you're praising is tearing down and preventing us from the boxing that we claim we want. And so until people stop doing that, I don't want to hear, like, I get what you're saying, like Jake Paul, it sucks, but we're going to keep getting it. Y'all don't learn.
Hey, listen up. If you haven't already, be sure to punch that like and subscribe button. Listen, I know y'all enjoy the show. I be having a lot of people watching. I need to start getting at least 100 lives before I get off of my show. Like, y'all can't tell me my show don't deserve 100 likes when I got 300 and 400 people watching.
But this is the thing.
Jake Paul and AJ had their fan bases.
Hold on. Y'all going in time out because y'all acting like y'all don't hear me talking. Be sure to punch the like and subscribe button. I have 3, 4, 500 people listening. Don't be having 100 like y'all. Listen. If you listen to the replay, hit the like. If you're listening right now, punch the like button. It's not hard, people. And if you're listening to the replay, YouTube has made another hoop for you to jump through to be recognized by the algorithm. So be sure to hype up the video now. Now you have to like the video and hype the video. So hype me up if you're listening to the replay. Punch the like button. Punch the subscribe button if you haven't already. Support the channel at $2 boxing or hitting the heart with the $sign below. And let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the live. Go ahead.
Okay, can I say something real fast?
I wanted to respond to Juke because I mean,
I'm gonna let Big Dre go because he's been trying to talk, and then I'm gonna let you go, Sin. Go ahead, Big Dre.
Okay, well, first of all, Juke, why are you talking down to Floyd Schofield like that? You know that man want to get paid. But as far as Jake Paul goes, everybody knows he is a great promoter. He has a marketing mind. He has turned MVP Productions into a promotion company that is able to put on big fights. He's gotten a network deal, whereas people like Top Rank can't keep one. You know, he has gotten a way to make sure that his fighters are getting the exposure that they need.
Can y'all hear Big Dre?
No, he went silent.
Oh, he went on mute. Who was trying to talk? Sin Ironheart, go ahead.
All right, yeah, Juke. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, this is why I said that this is what I respect and not necessarily let everybody. I'm not trying to push no movement of respect Jake Paul, respect Andrew Tate, nothing like that. That's not what I'm pushing. I'm just saying everything that you just described as far as people going over to Saudi and they don't want to build up a fan base and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to really earn their status. You know, they want to go over somewhere else where they could sell the illusion that there's something that they're not. I just feel like you just described the pound for pound, nasty, nihilistic, narcissistic, nefarious Nebraska that we know as Terence fucking Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you just described him to the T.
Wow.
And it's just because this is exactly what the fuck he's done. And I feel like Shakur and all these niggas do the same thing. So my problem with my problem is not soft niggas who do tough shit. My problem is niggas who play tough that really be soft. So that's why I be aiming the gun where I aim it. And that's why I was given the credit for the people who we know to be soft or haven't proven themselves, such as Jake Paul. Like I expect Jake Paul to do coward shit and create circumstances pretty much like Crawford has done. But Crawford gets credit for the shit. And that's what I got a problem with. So I'm not saying, once again, I'm not saying anybody should be championing or respecting those guys, but at least I could take their next moves more serious, or I could determine, you know what I'm saying, or I could just determine that they're the same cowards that I know them to be, or you know, or whatever. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, hey, can I say this though, real quick, right to son? You say you ain't watched that fight. If you watched that fight, you see Jake Paul was on his knees 20 fucking times, and he ran around soon as the bell rang. You know what I'm saying?
I've never watched no Jake Paul fight because I don't take no Jake Paul fight serious.
So I'm letting you know what you standing beside right now. That's what I'm letting you know.
I ain't standing beside anything besides men having the opportunity to be men.
Wait, hold on. But we discredit real boxers that don't even do half the shit that Jake Paul is doing. Yeah, they might do a little bit of lateral movement, probably a lot of lateral movement and shit like that, or whatever. But we discredit them and talk bad on them and shit like that. But we saluting a nigga that just come in and say, yeah, he did real good. He did this. You got people like Boxer Hacker up here saying I give him all the credit in the world. I don't. don't get that
Don't
nigga
nobody
no
care about
credit.
boxing hacker credit. Boxing hacker credit is in the 400s. Nobody give a fuck about boxing hacker credit.
Not the
Hold
That's the
on.
last nigga I want as a fan. I don't want nobody like boxing hacker standing up for me,
I mean, you
saluting me,
standing
and
beside boxing
nothing
hacker
in
right
life.
now, man. I
All
ain't
right,
gonna
hold on,
lie.
y'all. All right, y'all. Listen.
Hey,
It is 7:13. I'm overtime. I'm supposed to be off of here at 7. I'm gonna go around the panel. I'm gonna give everybody 60 seconds to get their final 2 cents off, and then y'all can join me again. Y'all know when it is Tuesday night for 2 cents after dark. Hey, listen, 2 cents after dark is becoming one of my favorite shows to do. I have a ton of fun when we do that show. It's a longer show, so more people are able to talk. There's more debate going on, and we're able to cover more topics. So if this is your first time here or your first time listening, be sure to join me 2 cents after dark, 9:30 p.m. or 10 o'clock. 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. Tuesday night. Come on over to 2 cents after dark. I'm on vacation, so who knows how long we're gonna be up here talking about crazy stuff. Last show or the show before last, you had Boxing Hacker on here arguing historical facts. Like it get crazy. It get crazy on 2 cents after dark. So y'all be sure to join me again. We're gonna start off with no cap. No cap, 60 seconds. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? No cap, you there? 3, 2, you're on mute. All right, Mr. Greg, 60 seconds. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Jake Paul didn't think he was in the ring for, taking any risk. He thought AJ was shot. He thought AJ was going to be an easy lick, and that's why he doesn't deserve any credit for that either. He deserves credit for what he does for women boxing, and that's about it. He's entertaining, and he had a following, but that's all he should get. He was never going to be a guy. He can't be a guy who you want to race to go see for a real boxing match because he can't box. He's a strong guy who can fight a little bit. That's all he ever is going to be. So no credit is due to him, even for stepping in the ring. So that's what I got to say about that. That's what I use my 60 seconds for.
All right, Mr. Greg, thank you for coming up. Be More Bully, what's your final 2 cents, 60 seconds? What you got for the show?
My final 2 cents is this. I ain't watched the fight because I ain't want my Netflix account to be used as a view of watching that trash shit. You know what I mean? Any part of that shit I saw that shit on like social media the day after when everybody was like showing like this happened, that happened, motherfucker celebrating because his ass got knocked the fuck out and his jaw got broke. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put it like this, yo. It's karma. You know why? This clown made his living and money off of fighting MMA stars who Dana White put out the pasture,
You got about
who
30
was
seconds.
struggling for money and didn't have no money to the point they had to go and sign with this dude to fight misfit boxing matches. You know what I mean? And hey, it was karma. He ain't meant for his mouth to get broke, but then again, he should have kept his mouth closed. He was breathing hard the whole nine from the replay that I saw. And when he hit him, his mouth was wide open. That's why you got a mouthpiece. Bite down on your mouthpiece. Keep your mouth closed. That's why his jaw broke. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, it's all karma, baby.
You don't even know how to take
the pain.
You don't even know how to take a punch, and you in there trying to fight Anthony Joshua. Shit is
he was, you know.
Yeah.
All right, man. Peace and blessings.
Shout out, Be More Bully. Sin Ironheart, what's your final 2 cents, 60 seconds? What you got for the show?
Hey man, shout out to the sucking niggas that we know to be sucking niggas. Finally atoning for their sins. Andrew Tate and motherfucking Jake Paul, y'all been on the internet surviving for a minute, making y'all wealth, talking down on sucking niggas and all the above people who are just softer than you. But salute to the fact that y'all actually finally taking y'all bruises, and you know, y'all went through y'all humiliation with no ritual in the process. So hopefully we can take your next moves more serious, and you put pressure on some of the suckers and soft motherfuckers that we have in more prestigious positions who should be willing to take those risks that we know aren't willing to take those risks. And we're talking about the guy from Nebraska and his little cronies. But hey, I salute to you. Already know 2 cents. It's always a pleasure. Appreciate you having me on the show. Salute to Juke. Salute to the everybody outside of Boxing Hacker. Salute to you too, Boxing Hacker, but you a piece of shit though.
Shout out to Sid Ironheart on the panel. Man, Andrew Tate looked foolish in there. He should have did a kickboxing match where he could use his feet because he's obviously better with kicking. But nah, he had a good point though. He made some good points. He had been out the ring. He older, he ain't been working out like that. But still, like, where was your muscle memory, bro? And let me give Hannibal some attention since he been on here trolling and crying all day and he want my attention. I'm about to give it to him. Take a Maniacs applaud this BS talking about he getting his money. Can somebody tell me what any of this tank stuff y'all keep bringing up has to do with the points people are making right now? Like, what did you say this for? What are you talking about? We're talking about why is Jake Paul so great all of a sudden? Because he got his jaw knocked off the bone. And he need to have all this respect all of a sudden. Nobody talking about the money Tank was going to get. Nobody was talking about how they was going to generate all the eyes into boxing. And people were saying that was good for boxing in America because Turkey was taking all the good boxers and taking them over to Saudi Arabia. None of that have to do with respect or credit for Jake Paul. None of that. So I hate when y'all try to conflate two arguments because then y'all want to try to start an argument about this and we're not even talking about the same thing. I'm not going to let y'all do it. I'm going to stop the dumb shit before it starts. Y'all are talking about something completely different than what we was talking about. No cap. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Yeah, this level of, I hate Devin Haney, but this is
seconds. You got 60 seconds. Go ahead.
I hate Devin Haney, but I'll because he ain't did shit. Hating on Terence Crawford at this point is just diabolically sad. Saying the nigga that beat everybody in his era.
That nigga didn't beat everybody. Cut it out.
Didn't beat.
That's triggered the 2 cent.
I'm not gonna let you do that. Go ahead, no cap.
Who didn't
The 2 cent got triggered.
Who didn't Terence Crawford beat? He beat everybody there is to beat. That's why he retired. Like, ain't nobody else to fight.
He got 13 belts in 6 fights. How the hell is he?
That show you he been fighting the top niggas if you got that many belts.
No.
Lomachenko was the championship in 2 fights. It's great Lomachenko. Crawford get all them belts in them short fights. It ain't great.
He ain't had no undisputed runs. Cut it out, no cap.
He did. He got 3 undisputed runs. This nigga got
he didn't have no run. What run?
Nigga got 4 ring belts.
That's not a run, bro.
That nigga got 4 ring belts, nigga. You can't say shit, dog. He got all the belts, nigga.
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. 60 seconds. Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off.
You know what I'm saying? Andrew Tate, that nigga just needs to shit. He's trash, bro. He talking all that shit, talking all that tough guy alpha shit. Come out there throwing punches like Shanae, looking like Blank Man in that bitch. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. Fuck that nigga. That fucking pedo ass pedo. They throw his ass back in that Romanian jail with his bitch ass. Jake Paul, he over there trying to give Joshua fellatio for 6 rounds and shit. That shit should have been disqualified. The 3rd time he went on his knees hugging this man butt cheeks, they should have disqualified his ass. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit. We gotta clean this shit up.
He was
doing to make $90 million for that shit. They made him out of shit.
He was doing the Devin Haney.
At least Devin Haney got hit with the Osterine left hook before he was doing that type of stuff. Jake Paul just diving for this nigga's neck. Diving face first into
he was so exhausted. He just kept falling to the ground. That shit was so funny. All right, no cap. What else you got? Land your plane.
I'm done. That's all I have to say. We gotta get back to the real shit. Stop hyping up stop falling for the clout demons. We shouldn't even be watching no Jake Paul do any goddamn thing or Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? Get back to this real shit. Fuck the WBC. Tommy Hearns out here losing his house. Where's Suleiman at with the 300K? They say he helped the fighters, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all this bullshit. I'm done.
All right, no cap. Shout out, no cap for saying Tommy Hearns losing his house with Mauricio Suleiman at. I'm not about to play with no cap. Rich, 60 seconds. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
My 60 seconds. Once again, people keep bringing up Tank in the comments with Jake Paul. Oh, it would have been this fight, this and third. Tank and Jake Paul was an exhibition fight. So if it was an exhibition fight and Jake and what's the nigga name? Anthony Joshua, that was a real fight. Stop aligning them two together. It's two different fights that was going on. So, but as far as Alicia Bungard, she did her thing. I just want to say something about this. I wish Big Dre was on here, and I wish he would have played the video for all these clowns that's in the chat keep screaming out stuff. Let me say something to the chat real quick. Like, let me get extra 30 seconds. If you would, let's just say, if you were a Dallas Cowboys fan, right, and you really like the Dallas Cowboys, and you in the chat, you a Redskins fan, and you really like the Redskins, how the fuck you gonna tell what Dallas need to make their team better, or how you know what Dallas need to make their team better, or how you know what Dallas is doing? So all you niggas in the chat that dick ride Tank and hate on Shakur, or just hate on Shakur, period. How the fuck you gonna tell someone that likes Shakur as a fan what's really going on? You get what I'm saying? That's how I know y'all niggas I feel like y'all just want a reaction, or y'all just dick riders or something to other channels. But once again, Shakur not under Eddie Hearn. That's why Jay Prince and Dublin was up there with him on stage when they usually not up there with him. If y'all didn't notice that. And Shakur sit out his mouth and Eddie Hearn sit out his mouth. Y'all niggas need to stop dick riding though.
All right, Rich. Thank you for coming up, giving your 2 cents. Say y'all need to stop with the Johnson bouncing. Boxing Hacker, 60 seconds. What's your final 2 cents?
Hey man, shout out to Rich for finally saying that word right. But yo, this whole Jake Paul situation is so funny to me because, like, I remember there was a time when people were telling me that Jake Paul was saving boxing for Turkey. Like, Jake Paul was making big money saving boxing for Turkey. As soon as he switched up opponents, now it's like, oh, Jake Paul is trash. Jake Paul is this and that, And like I said, I always give the fire.
Two completely different arguments you conflate, Boxing Hacker.
No, I'm just saying that the hypocrisy of it all is so funny to me.
Y'all are the people you are talking about is the people with the hypocrisy. Y'all are the ones with the hypocrisy.
Yeah, I mean, but
you were the one telling me Jake Paul wasn't a real fighter.
Jake Paul's a real fighter. I thought I said the Tank fight was stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's still a stupid fight. But Jake Paul, if you train with a coach,
well, what does that have
boxing license, you step into that goddamn ring, you're a fighter. That's what you are. It's not like karate where you have to become a black belt. That's what you are. And that's what I'm saying. You give these fighters, even when it comes to Andrew Tate, he was a kickboxer back in the day. Although I thought he'd do better because he's always sparring his brother Tristan and shit, and I thought he would do better.
They just look like trash.
But besides all the female allegations, I think, like I say, he stepped in the ring as a fighter. You gotta give him respect too. Even Deem the Great. Deem the Great fought Armando Vargas. He looked pretty good. I think Deem the Great would have been a good fighter if he gets like a coach like Coach Anthony or somebody like that. The person who trains Raymond Ford and them. I think he would be a good fighter. But you gotta give fighters respect at the end of the day. Like it's everybody wants to say, oh, anybody will do 50 million, 100 million. No, a punch will change your life in that goddamn ring. Everybody thinks it's that easy. No, if you have to really fight somebody, you're not just gonna go there and lay on the ground. A one punch would change your goddamn life. So yeah, at that point, you just have to respect these guys as fighters. So that's why I say at Jake Paul, I give him respect as a fighter. I won't say that there's people that I think Jake Paul will whip, and then I think he beats a lot of people, but the upper echelon, no, I don't think so. They're just too much, So I mean, shouts out to that. And for all the people who keep saying that, well, if it was Tank, he would have knocked him out earlier. Then Tank should fight AJ then, if he could do so much better. I'll just put it like that, Well, damn out. 2 cents. All right, have a good night.
All right, shout out Boxing Hacker. Thank you, Juke. I know you got here late today. Final 2 cents, and we didn't get to do our show yesterday, but I can't wait till we do
I know it's so much to cook on. Oh my goodness!
Like I can't wait. But
It's so many articles. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You got more articles? So can you send them to me on what you call it?
Yeah, that app, girl. You know, I like an old one when it comes to these apps. I gotta check it again because that thing is complicated.
Oh, we gotta figure it out, Juke. We gotta get you in the conversation.
I know. That app, it's so busy. I'll figure it out.
Figure it out. Yeah, you'll figure it out.
I'm an old lady, baby. But I would just say, first of all, y'all hit my girl's like button because she absolutely should have 100 likes. That's insane. So I'm just gonna say, when it comes to the fight itself, to me, it was ridiculous. I really watched the card because I wanted to see Baumgartner. I wanted to see Dubois. The ladies. That's what I really cared about. I didn't mind seeing the two MMA fighters because I figured like they kind of, it's not too, it's kind of comparable, I guess. And to me, what I'm not understanding is why I understand this is professional, but to me, this was still a terrible fight. To me, this is even worse than Tank versus Jake Paul because Anthony Joshua is a former 2-time heavyweight champion, also unified at one point. I understand that he's getting a little older, but he's not like ancient, and heavyweights, don't age like that because they don't do all that running and all that. To me, this was worse. Like this is, and people claim that they want real fights, and the Tank fight was trash, which I've said repeatedly, and I don't. So to me, this is even worse because at least there was a kind of an element of surprise because Tank is so little. You can't, in my opinion, you can't take any punch Jake throws. It don't matter, but I figured he would have some defense, but that was that kind of like mystery, which was still dumb. That's a mystery that I wasn't interested in knowing. But to me, this was even worse. Like there was no advantages that Jake Paul had. None. It was so people say they don't want these lopsided fights. And the fact that AJ is not getting any slack for it just tells me it had nothing to do with them not wanting to see circuses. It's just about who they hate at the particular time, which happens to be Tank Davis. And I understand, we gotta give Jay credit because which is so stupid. That's also ridiculous. We gotta give him credit because he got in the ring. Okay, what? It's because you didn't hear nothing about this credit when it was Tank, right? You didn't hear anything about it. But at the end of the day, like that, there is no set rule that they follow. It just changes, and depending on the person, they just change the rule, which is why they flip flop so much. It was stupid. I didn't like the fight at all, and I do think that AJ carried him a little bit because he wasn't even trying. Because there was a point in the fight where he did started moving a little bit to call out the ring. He wasn't even trying. I think he just wanted to walk him around, whatever. At one point, the ref even said, "Come on, and pay for see this" or something like that. He said something to them, like to give them a signal. I don't know if you caught that part, but it was stupid. And when it comes to, we gotta give him credit. I also believe, I agree with Mr. Greg. I think that he thought that AJ was kind of washed. AJ just got knocked out kind of cold, really badly. We haven't seen him since. And he thought he can, do whatever. And I kind of like get a little one up on him. But I don't feel really bad for Jake because, no one cared when he did this to Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson is smaller than freaking Floyd Mayweather. He got in there and knocked him, and that was on their records. So now so I don't see. I think he just needs to check. He's just doing this. He needs to check. It's stupid. And also to what Boxing Hacker was saying about this is he was a savior of boxing. I want him to play. I would love to know who said that. No one said he was the savior of boxing, and he's conflating two different points because again, he has these comprehension issues and he has a problem compartmentalizing. They're talking about when it comes to the business, when it comes to promotion like that. He's putting on events, and he's putting on events in the USA, and he's very pro USA fights, right? Which is fine. We like that. That's cool. We love what he's doing for Baumgartner and all the other girls. We love it. That had nothing to do with his skill set. We always said he was a bum and trash. So there's nothing that Tank fans or any other fan base is saying today about Jake Paul that they didn't say before. This fight probably did well financially. It had a lot of views. There is no double standard. There is no change up. The only change up is that they suddenly like Jake Paul for whatever reason. That they suddenly love it. And the other difference is that how they trash and said no professional boxer, no seasoned professional boxer, especially a champion, should be fighting Jake Paul. And it was terrible when this lightweight did it. But now that a former heavyweight champion, 2-time heavyweight champion, which they claim they care about belts so much, you literally have a higher standard for a lightweight than a two-time heavyweight champion. So the only switch up is with Boxing Hacker. But again, that man, he probably switched tapes more than he switched draws. I would bet that. I would bet that.
You got a lot of static.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I think Boxing Hacker switch stances more than he switches draws. It just depends on whatever who he don't like at the time. So
he just start an argument.
He just be arguing, right? Just be arguing just to argue for argument's sake. Like if I'm telling you, if we were to suddenly love Shakur, I guarantee you he would find a problem with Shakur tomorrow. I guarantee you, right? I'm telling you, 2 Cent become a staunch Shakur fan tomorrow. He's just to go against you because I remember seeing him.
Look, hold on, look at Flyer. Jake Paul was good for boxing, kinda. I can't stand y'all.
Yeah, he was fine. I remember there was a time where he bashed Shakur when it was Devin Haney. He only started liking Shakur because he's the nemesis to Tank. His whole world is shaped by Tank. He has no opinions beyond that. And and unless like you're saying something that's reasonable, then he's gonna find he's just an antagonist. It's what he does. The other thing I want to say about this, just a point I have to bring, since everybody love bringing up Tank. A point I have to bring up, and just to clarify, I have no problem with them ending that fight with Tank. I'm actually kind of happy that Tank didn't fight him because I didn't want to see it, and I thought it was stupid, and I thought it was beneath him. But I understood that money. But I understand he had accusation and domestic abuse, and that's an accusation, and it's a lawsuit, right? Well, I don't know if y'all remember, but during the walkout, who walked out Jake Paul?
6ix9ine.
Yeah, and didn't he just have another domestic violence case?
Did he? I have no idea what's going on.
He has a domestic violence case that he had to settle with. Okay, multiple actually, and a sexual assault case, and one involving children. So, but I just want to show you how people really don't care about these things. They don't care. He has a laundry list of charges. And I'm not saying, again, I'm happy that they have every reason. If you have some type of scandal, you want to say, nope, we're not doing this, fine. I'm just saying, if that's for the real reason, all I'm saying is that wasn't the reason, clearly, because you let someone walk you out who not only has been arrested, multiple domestic violence arrests, had to settle, and sexual assault charges and other things that I don't even want to go into. And no one cared. So that's all I got to say. And then also one last thing. I see what dude's saying about Bud, but this is just also to show you how everyone loves about every little thing that happens. They follow every little lawsuit, every little issue that happens with people. Have you noticed? Has anybody made any videos about Bud's lawsuit that just came up?
He got a lawsuit?
Oh, y'all didn't know? Oh, you see how no one says it?
Breaking news. Hold on. Let me get it.
I mean, it's not a domestic violence or anything. It's just a company saying he owes them money and he didn't pay something.
But the jury company.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jury company.
There's nothing domestic. No, nothing like that. I'm just saying is that I remember when Tank had something.
They gonna let it slide because they're gonna be glad he got over on the jury.
Yeah.
They like the fuck shit Bud do.
Right. And so all I'm saying is that I remember when Tank, there was an accusation of Tank didn't pay up. They're like, oh, he ain't got money. He broke. He not paying his bills. He broke.
Remember they said he ain't pay his taxes?
He didn't pay his taxes. He broke. He don't want to spend nothing. When Tank didn't want to pay the sanction body, he broke. That's what they ain't really also like, no, Al Heyman ain't really paying him. He broke. But now that this man ain't paying it, which is fine. I ain't against him because I don't like WBC either. I get it. Now that you don't want to pay a sanctioning fee, and now that you don't want to pay a jury bill,
Mr. Greg, that's somebody else you could add to the list that Bud ain't pay. This nigga don't pay his bills. Bud walk out the restaurant. He don't even get the tab. He just
right. But when it's anybody else, it's this magnified issue. And all I'm saying is that y'all don't care. So I think right now we will have so much better boxing conversations if some of these people just admit that whatever. I don't know if their girlfriends liked Tank and thought he was cute. I don't know if he did something to them back in the day, but it's time to just admit that there's something about this dude that make y'all scrutinize and watch everything he does. And it's a problem. But if someone else does the exact same thing, oh, well, it's not that bad. Now, the Jake Paul deserves credit for getting in the ring. Right, but you weren't saying that. Would say, and you know, it was terrible, and he's how could he fight a YouTuber? No one's calling Jake a YouTuber now that this heavyweight just beat him up and broke his jaw. Now no one's calling him a YouTuber, right? Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, we can't have these domestic violence charges and accusations, which I 100% fine with. But I'm okay with Tekashi 6ix9ine being out there, despite him having more egregious charges of a even creepier and crueler nature. But fine, we don't care about it. Oh my God, someone can't pay their bills. They don't want to pay their section body. The belts. Oh, now the belts are wrong because Bud didn't do right about Bud, and because he don't want to pay. It's like they literally flip flopped on everything, including, and I'm gonna say it again, the whole we don't like rehydration clauses. Oh, but now you know what, count is okay. Oh, we don't like catch weights, and that's another thing. I'm gonna bring that up later. Remind me about that the next time we have you on live. I ain't gonna do it today, but I got something for a little somebody. Oh, no, you don't believe in catch weights. They literally, there's not a point that they haven't flip-flopped on. Not one.
Not one. They exposed, Juke. They exposed for the new year. We're going into 2026. Well, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead, Juke. Land your plane.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, that's all I'm saying is that if there was some type of consistency, I'm fine. Just like I said, I don't like the Jake Paul fight with Tank. I said, no, Tank, I ain't feeling that because I'm a fan, not a groupie. I like Tank Davis as a fighter, but that man don't pay my bills. I can go against him anytime I want, and I can disagree with him anytime I want. That's fine, right? I'm gonna scrutinize him for the same rules as anybody else. So why would I not scrutinize Anthony Joshua for doing the same thing? Why would I not? Only time you wouldn't is if you're just fake, and you're a fake. You're a fake person. You don't care. Just like people claim that, Ryan Garcia was trash, and then they want to fight Ryan Garcia because, remember, it was all the belts. It was all about the belts until 140. Then it ain't about the belt. You want Ryan Garcia, who was beltless, and then you get to 147 with the weakest division, the weakest 147 division we've ever seen, and suddenly the belts are back in play. But they wanted to play at 140 because I can't remember what belt Ryan Garcia had at 140. We chose Ryan over all the other champions in unifying, right? And they were fine with it. So yeah, we gotta be about the belts until the belts say something against my favorite fighter. We love the belts. Say, catch weights are terrible until I need to fight at a catch weight. Oh, I love, like, they're all over the place. And as men, y'all gotta have a backbone. Y'all come on now. Y'all look like some jellyfish around here.
Shout out.
That's all I got to say. I'm gonna end on that, but I'm gonna let you cook, Suzanne. And thanks for having me.
All right, Jude, thanks for coming up. Come on back Tuesday, 2 cents after dark, where you can really get off. Mr. Greg say 2 cents. The issue is he paid for something that he didn't get, from my understanding of the issue. Also, I just found out about the white woman Dean mentioned that was just his publicist. Yeah, this is publicist. Anyway, Mr. Greg, I thought I had already gave you the scoop on this already. And if you haven't noticed the pattern, Bud is always not paying for something because it's something he didn't get. Like, that's the pattern. The man went and strong-armed this car from the car people because it was quote-unquote something he didn't get. He don't want to pay the sanction and body fees because they ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, some quote-unquote something he ain't get. Like, I don't want to hear that. He got them pieces that them people made, and he did not wear the patch like he was supposed to for the promotion. He got exactly what he was supposed to get from them people. I knew exactly what Juke was talking about. But I didn't run and go make no content about it because I don't give a fuck. Bud is a scumbag. I mean, it is what it is. Some of these people, scumbags, got poor character. Some of them are good people. Whatever. They're fighters. They're fighters. It is what it is. It's just y'all want to keep Johnson bouncing and make it seem like if he don't smoke, he don't drink. Because Bud don't smoke and drink, that he the best person in the world. He don't smoke, he don't drink. You cut that shit out. Anyway. Shout out to everybody that joined me tonight for the Sunday review show. We recapped the Tank and Jake Paul fight, talked about the TL Shakur fight. We didn't really get into Terence Crawford's legacy being questioned. I think people sick of talking about Terence Crawford, honestly. Like, we're pretty much over it. Everything has been debunked and exposed. You sit on whatever side you sit on. You got whatever 2 cents you got about the situation. But come back and join me again Tuesday for 2 cents after dark. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. I don't know. We start off with a few boxing topics, but we don't know which way the conversation is going to lead us and going to go. All I ask is that if you're coming to 2 Cents After Dark, understand that we do have different opinions. We are coming from different spaces. We are in different parts on our life journey. So just be respectful of people's opinions, how they feel and how they think. And remember, we listen, but we don't judge. Listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, kicking you off the panel, muting you, leaving you in the background, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.